Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers.
You are now listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1.
That's right, guys. Here we go on a Wednesday edition of the Jim Colbert Show. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate that, as we do every single day. And we do have a good program for you this afternoon. We will get you caught up on what's happening in the world. We'll do that around 3:20 with JCS News. 4 o'clock hour, it's Animal House. Our buddy Kenny Tallier drops by from the Pet Alliance of... Pet Alliance?
Yeah, I know. I still get nice stuff by that.
4:20, Scott Maxwell will call. We'll go over the election results from last night. 5 o'clock hour trivia. We'll end it up with a call from our buddy Joel Warren to find out what's happening for Good Sauce. And you heard it here first. Your calls, texts, and talkbacks all day long. Welcome to the show. I am Jim. To my left, my lovely and very dangerous co-host, Ms. Deb Roberts.
Hello there.
Straight ahead producer Jack Bradshaw.
Good afternoon.
407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Find us easily on social, Instagram, Facebook at The Jim Colbert Show. On X, it's just at Jim Colbert Show, and all day, every day at JimColbertLive.com. That's where you can watch us do the show live. Check us out there. Get involved with our question of the day. Hop in the chat room. And if you want your voice heard, that's easy as well. Grab the iHeartRadio app, go straight to Real Radio, and use that mic to send your comment over to Jack, and we'll get you on the air. Superstardom is that easy, guys. How are you today?
Nifty?
Nifty, yes.
Yeah. Nifty.
Jack and I went out partying last night. I don't know if you know that.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, my God, man. We got home so early. How much longer did you stay? Last night was the Orlando Weekly Awards, like kind of party, pre-party for the release of the best of.
Which came out publicly today.
Yeah,
but
it came out
last night
today.
was a party.
Big VIP. They were nice enough to give us VIP status, which was very nice.
Yes.
I took advantage of that by having 1 cup of hummus and 1 beer. Which I was very grateful for.
Yes.
Saw some cool people, the people that we know very well, Maxine and Kurt over at Maxine's on Shine. They were right there. Johnny and Brian and Ray.
From XL 106.7.
Yeah, Ross was there as well.
Ross
and,
Padgett, you mean Comedian of the Year?
Yeah, Comedian of the Year, Ross Padgett.
Yeah.
We came in third for Best Radio Show, which was very nice. We appreciate that. Deborah Roberts, congratulations, by the way.
Hey.
The only thing I really wanted to win was you for Best Voice. You came in third, a valiant effort.
And the thing I really wanted to win was Best Radio Station. They broke it up a couple years ago into the talk category.
Yeah.
But again, we are number 1, Real Radio 104.1.
Yeah, man, number 1 there. Angel Rivera won third.
Third place for Sportscaster.
Yeah, for Sportscaster there. Let's see who else from the station.
Brandon Kravitz came in second.
Second for, that's right. Yeah, so we had a good show. And by the way, there were other people like who are affiliated with the show that won stuff as well.
Yeah, EJ won for Best Sportscaster on A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan won for Best Show.
Yeah.
And
a bunch of Real Radio stuff did very well.
Without a doubt. And thank you to all the people who voted, because they voted up each day. You could vote, and the listeners have, they take up that charge. They go to the Orlando Weekly, they cast their vote, and we reap the rewards.
Yeah, they were very, very nice. But we appreciate that. Boy, I got to tell you one thing I did not expect.
What's that?
So, and I know the Weekly is for people who do not live in Orlando, the Weekly is a free publication. It's a weekly newspaper that comes out primarily dealing with news and cultural events right in the city Orlando. Rarely goes outside the city limits. It stays right there, knows its role, knows its lane, does a very good job there. It's been respected for many, many years. And they started doing this best of thing quite a while ago, and it's become very popular. One of their most, actually talking to Chloe Greenberg, who is a writer from there, Chloe G on Thursdays. You guys know her that. She, she tells us that the workload coming into this thing is overwhelming. Fayez also confirmed, because he's also a writer for Orlando Weekly, that week, or the compiling of this and the motivation and machine that is the Best of Awards every year is an overwhelming amount of work for the people over at Orlando Weekly.
Yeah, worked so hard that Chloe and Fayez were not at the party, and I was a little surprised, to tell you the truth.
Right, well, I knew Fayez.
I expected to see him there.
Well, Fayez was a coin flip. I talked to him a little bit beforehand. But what I'm trying, the whole thing was like, it was at the Plaza Theater, which is downtown Orlando, a legendary venue here in the city of Orlando, one of the very first, big theaters that we had here as a city. So it's got to be 50, 60 years old.
Oh, yeah. Recently renovated.
Yeah, absolutely. And I did not expect. Look, and I'm not. This is not a shot at the weekly. It's just that I've never been to one of these parties before, so I didn't know what to expect. And what happened was everybody showed up. And when I say everybody, Orlando showed up. Could you believe how crowded it was?
No, I was surprised because I didn't think it would be that well attended.
It's a Tuesday night.
It's a Tuesday night. It's the first time they're doing it in 7 years. 2019 was the last time, and I went to that one as well.
Right.
So I was like expecting, it's the plaza. They have a nice big parking lot. Parking won't be an issue.
A plaza next to it that has a massive amount of parking. We wound up parking borderline illegally.
It was not only that. I pulled in and I see Jimmy walking in the parking lot, like going back and forth, like he was trying to get hit by cars. And then he saw me and he's like, "Follow me," and I'm like, "All right." So I followed him, and he went to where he parked, and he moved over so I could fit there as well because he kind of had it was shady. It was
very shady. I got to tell you, coin flip when I came around the corner if it was still going to be there.
Don't you lie?
I'm going to be dead honest with you. But there was no way. Dude, the walk that we would have had to roll to get to the park, I'm telling you, I'd already hit the big parking lot before you got there. I'd already done the rounds. I knew what was available and what wasn't available. And I'm like, look, there's no parking signs.
Yeah.
You got to have a no parking sign. There's no parking signs anywhere. So I just pulled into what was an old loading dock for a store that's closed.
Yep.
And I'd taken up the entire thing when I saw Bradshaw. I was like, well, I can scoot over. He can make it. And it was great.
If I'm getting my car towed, he's getting his towed as well.
Well, if they tow one or the other, we'll have a ride to get it. But the people who ran that were great. It went in very well. They were awesome. And quite a cavalcade of characters last night, Deborah, walking around the plaza. You had everything from bright neon red dreads and a giant bonnet with tartans and thigh-high metal death boots to me.
Yeah.
Old man.
You had Billy the Mime.
Right, exactly, yeah. But it was very nice and a lot of fun. And thanks for the weekly. We appreciate all of what you do for us and our partnership.
And again, shout out to Maxine's on Shine, the restaurant, because they provided food for the VIP area, which that was my dinner. So I went back for a couple servings.
They did a good job. By the way, they also won a couple things too. I think Best Brunch they won, and some other things as well. So great job, everybody. And to all the winners, congratulations. To all the finalists, congratulations. And hopefully we'll be there again next year.
Yeah.
And thanks for all the listeners who voted.
Yeah, no joke, man. We have 2 other staff writers on our show. I feel we should have done a little better.
Yeah.
Anyway, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. I wanted to ask you guys a question, a couple things. And I don't know why these things hit me this way, because I'm trying to figure out if I'm the weirdo here.
Yes.
When you cross your arms, how do you do it?
I'm doing it right now.
Now, I mean, when you, like, if you, so your left arm is over the top.
Yeah, the watch. The watch is on top.
So the watch is on. You are as well?
Yeah.
But you're left-handed.
Yeah.
And you're right-handed. Yeah. Had this thing with the belt yesterday. I'm trying to kind of get the bottom of this. So today I crossed my arms and I realized I cross with my right hand on top every single time.
I don't even know.
Do you wear a watch? You do wear a watch.
I do wear a watch.
So you're covering your watch.
Can I tell you something? It feels totally queer to have my left arm on top.
Like queer as in weird, not queer as in
gay. It has nothing to do with that.
Questioning your sexuality.
Just wild to have it on the top like that. It's so normal for me to have my right hand over. And I just wondered how you guys. So your right hand over, your left hand over.
Yeah.
And your left hand over.
Yeah.
I wear my watch on my left wrist.
Oh my God.
That way it's on top.
That feels so weird. Yeah. And it makes sense, but I didn't know. Anyway.
But here's the deal. This is the first time in my entire life I've thought about it. I've never, ever consciously said, I'm going to fold my arms this way.
And the other thing, okay, so you guys read, right? You guys read websites and news and stuff every day, right?
Oh, yeah. I read words.
Right? Read words, right? When you go to see a story and you click on a story, a link, and it goes to a video, do you check out of that and go find the written version of that?
Yes.
So you don't watch if you click on a story, it's like blah, 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 blah. And you are, oh man, that's a hot story. And you click on it and it's not like a written story. It's a video, like a news clip or something like that explains the story. Every single time that happens, I click out and I go and look for the written version. I don't want to see a video of it.
Right.
Why is that? Do you watch the videos of it?
Well, I think when you get the written version of a story, you're getting more details. as opposed to just a transcript or a video of a 2-minute news story on television. For me, like print, the reason that print has an advantage is you can go into detail. You're not constricted to a 90-second or 2-minute time limit to tell your story. So I think if there's pertinent details, they're going to be in the written version.
Yeah, because the weird thing is it would be faster to watch the video version of it.
Sure.
Like, to watch a 90-second video trying to explain the scenario or a full-page story. The full-page story is going to take 4 or 5 minutes to read as opposed to watching the video. But every single time I check out of that and go read the story.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what Jack said. Even though a lot of cases I'll find that the video, especially on local news, may be the exact verbiage as the article.
Yeah.
I prefer to read it just in case.
And
just in case I'll miss something important.
And for me, I memory issues left and right. It's better retention for me if I read it as opposed to just watch it. That's more of a passive experience.
Sure, yeah.
Where reading is more active.
And I think you could go back and kind of double check, maybe look for if you answer questions, if you ask questions to yourself while you're reading the story, you can actually kind of go back and scan and try to find those things out. And then the other thing too is this, right? We know about my sugar thing.
Yeah.
Your sugar problem.
Yeah, my sugar problem, my Pepsi addiction. Right?
I hid the cookie.
I know, but
you have a cookie?
Yeah,
I do. Would you like it?
Yeah, she won't ask me anymore.
Well,
and I
'cause if I
I
ask-
appreciate that very much. You did it the other day, and I literally almost threw my shoe at you.
Let me think.
I forgot.
Let me think. For hot dog, I had a Costco hot dog for lunch today.
Why is it he can eat anything he wants and his blood work is fine and he never gains a point? He gains of some pounds. Why is that?
I'll tell you, moderation.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah.
I don't have that gear.
It could also be called genetics.
Yeah.
And also, and I just watched a thing yesterday on the worst things you can eat, processed meats and hot dogs, cold cuts. That's at the top of the list.
Soda too.
For
Did you see
worst
the
things.
see the thing today?
Soda is another.
Say if you drink a soda a day, it triples your chances of getting stomach cancer. Just one soda a day triples your opportunity or your chances of getting stomach cancer.
Diet too?
Yeah, I think I don't know about that one. Yeah, but anyway, the reason I brought that up is this: my cravings have shifted, and it shifted to something that I don't know is better. I know it is. It's got to be, no question, because it's not soda. But I am craving something so bad right now. I actually just asked Deborah if there was some in the vending machine, and I mean craving it to the point where I can taste it in my mouth right now. And I don't know if I'm going through detox or something, and these things come on. But dude, right now, I would pay $30 for a half a gallon of ice cold whole milk. I would pay $30 right now for a half a gallon of ice cold. Jack, get back into work. Get back to work. I am craving whole milk so bad right now. You have no idea how bad I'm craving it right now. I'm literally going whole milk. Like I'm going crazy right now. Ice cold whole milk right out of the jug. I would drink half a gallon right now.
Okay, what if
my God, I got to stop talking about it.
What if I could get like a regular serving size? What is that? Like a 16-ounce bottle or a 12-ounce bottle?
I don't even think they have it downstairs.
Yeah, have you checked? Have you ever been in there?
I have.
I know he hasn't.
Yes, I don't have the pass.
He doesn't have,
Well, not
he
only
doesn't have a
that-
key to the downstairs vending area.
I can't get it if there's a hurricane.
He could use my key, but it turns out you also have to have an account that's set up. You can't just pay with your phone or with your
my
credit
God.
or debit card. You have to have account.
Oh,
so.
how 2023 of them.
Oh my God, I'm craving it so bad. I don't know what's going on, but I am craving it so bad.
There's a 7-Eleven. We could probably go on the next break.
No, can't do that. But God. Anyway. All right, 407-916-1041. I got to stop thinking about it, dude.
How about coffee creamer?
No, buddy.
Would that work? You can
so
just
funny.
glug that.
Half and half, I would water down, maybe. I don't know.
I wonder how many listeners may show up with a half gallon of milk.
No.
$30.
You just offered $30.
I'm being facetious. I would not. But God almighty, man. I don't know what's going on with my body. My body is just losing its blanking mind. Like, let's stop that sugar thing. You stop that soda thing, dude, and your body doesn't know what to do. Your body is like, what do we do now?
Water. Start with water.
I mean, I drink enough water as it is.
Do you, though?
Yeah, dude, I drink like 4 or 5 of these things a day in water.
Really?
Yes.
That's a lot.
Dude, I drink 2 during the show. I'm actually about to go fill this one up for the second time. We haven't been on the air 15 minutes.
How are you not getting enough to pee every commercial break?
I peed twice already before the program.
Like liquid, you need to put some electrolytes or something.
No,
in
dude,
there.
I need milk. God.
No one drinks milk anymore.
Everybody drinks milk. Get out of here. What are we, non-Americans?
You know, I think this is you parked. You know where you parked? You parked at an old loading dock for TG Lee's
Right,
Dairy
exactly.
last night.
That's probably what
I
I
think
did.
that's why you need milk.
All right, Debbie, you had some news for us?
Yeah, we're going to talk about Florida's Attorney General going after illegal online casinos. A Central Florida congressman is caught snooping, and the bodies of missing climbers resurface on a Swiss glacier. We'll talk about that and more coming up next during JCS News.
You got it. Let's take a little break. Back in a sec with Deb's News, and we'll continue on with the Jim Colbert Show.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
There's a couple accidents causing you some trouble this afternoon. The on-ramp still blocked from Cayley Street to I-4 eastbound. Emergency crews are still off to the shoulder in that area. Traffic still slowing down. I-4 westbound at Lake Mary. 2 right lanes are blocked. There's a crash on the Greenway southbound near State Road 408 off to the shoulder, slowing things down. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, your nursing education doesn't have to wait. Earn your practical nursing diploma to prepare to become an LPN. Classes are now offered on weekends at their new Orlando campus. You may even qualify to start with a new laptop.
Find your seat and start now at rasmussen.edu.
Man, one thing for sure, Labor Day is coming, and it is time to upgrade your grill game. Tools Ace Hardware can do that for you. Head out there. They have 14 local stores packed up with the best grilling brands out there. That'd be Big Green Egg, Napoleon, Weber, Rectech, Ghazi, and that's just where it starts. Not to mention, these guys offer free assembly and local delivery, so you, my friends, can sit back and relax while these guys do all the work. Load up on propane, pellets, and charcoal. Do that at Tools today, or find your nearest store easily at toolsacehardware.com. Get expert advice, assembly, and local service you won't find anywhere else. It's Tools Ace, your local grilling place.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival
presented by Capital One
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena.
Stream it live on Disney Plus and Hulu. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way to be there.
Some apps say they're free, then come the fees. Not the iHeart app. It's 100% free. No required subscriptions to access the best live radio stations, free playlists, podcasts, and more. Download the free iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday? No! Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
When bills can't wait, every minute matters. That's why there's Amscot. Walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000 in minutes. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Hey, it's me, Ross, and I'm brought to you today by my friend and personal hero, That Mortgage Guy Don.
With That Mortgage Guy Don.com.
102 miles ago, the oil light came on. 100 miles ago, you noticed. Now, it's time to head to Take 5. This oil change, fall in love with your car all over again. In just 10 minutes, your dream technician will check your tire pressure, top off fluids, change your oil, and verify with Carfax exactly what your car really needs. All while keeping you in the driver's seat. Take 5, the stay in your car 10-minute oil change. Save up to 30% on your next oil change at Take 5. $15 value. Valid at participating locations. Terms and conditions apply.
Okay, here's the deal. You gotta get up, shower, get dressed, then get in the car. But there's a sausage McMuffin with egg meal, with crispy hash browns and small McCafe coffee waiting for you at McDonald's for just $5. Did I mention you can now choose hot or iced coffee? I knew you could do it. McDonald's, your morning, handled. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. For a limited time only. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing. Some people are embarrassed to admit they like saving money. Not me. I'm a fan of saving and a fan of McDonald's. And while everything else keeps going up, nothing hits better than ordering the Big Mac meal. Crispy medium fries, ice cold Coca-Cola, $8. It's delicious, it fills me up, and honestly, I'm proud of it. Big Mac meal. $8, only at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. For a limited time only. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing. Coca-Cola is a registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
I'm Mark Anajar.
I'm Glenn Levine.
I'm Ellie Anajar.
And we're Anajar and Levine. Experience the Anajar and Levine difference by calling us with any of your legal needs. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Listen to Real Radio in your smart home. Just tell Alexa to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Now that we have AT&T Fiber Internet in our home, our connection's so fast it can handle streaming, gaming, surfing, and video conferencing for the whole family. The only downside? Our kids' friends are coming over way more often than we'd like. Hey, Jaden, Braden, Zayden, come on in, you guys. Luke, what's up, buddy? How's baseball going? I've got the game streaming in the den. Maybe you can pick up some pointers before we take on Kennedy next week. Ashley A, Ashley D, Ashley P, is this for a group project again? Because last time it looked a lot like high-speed reality TV research. Hey, Kristen! You got the ring light and the tripod this time. Don't forget to tag the house with the fastest internet. Honey, it's going to be another late one. We're going to need more snacks.
Tell all your neighbors, AT&T Fiber has arrived. Hyper-fast internet is now available in your neighborhood. Learn more at att.com/internet. Limited availability in select areas.
Listen up, Orlando. The biggest Kia event of the summer is happening now at Greenway Kia. With 3 Central Florida locations, that's over 1,000 new Kias, all priced clearly online at greenwaykias.com. And when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships bid on your vehicle, giving you the maximum value possible. Plus, bring us any trade and get an additional $1,000 off your new Kia. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced. All factory rebates applied.
When you're finally off the clock after a long day, dishes put away, kids asleep, feet kicked up, heartburn. Don't let heartburn take over your hard-earned moment. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Nothing works faster for heartburn relief. Alka-Seltzer effervescent tablets begin neutralizing stomach acid in seconds, so you can get back to your one more episode marathon. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Because nothing works faster for heartburn relief. Use as directed.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
The Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. It's a thing from Mexico, sugarcane. Thanks, bye.
Hey Jimmy, I think what the problem is you're drinking too much water, you're not getting enough electrolytes, and minerals are really important in your body, and you're just basically diluting everything, and your cravings are hitting, so you probably want to drink some like mineral water and some electrolytes,
all right,
like sparkling water,
all right,
and Gatorade and stuff like that. So, or liquid IV.
Yeah.
It'll help. Trust me.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. Had a Powerade the other day.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Until you look at the sugar content. Yeah, it's just about 20 grams less than a soda. 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Welcome back. I am Jim. Jack is over there sighing at me in disgust.
No, it's not that. My daughter, it's a problem because you think you're making a healthy choice and you're trading one problem for another.
Yeah, the number one thing outside of water and sports drinks is high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah.
Look at the ingredients.
Yeah.
That's what matters.
Father's Day, my daughter gave me a bag of the liquid IV little package, so I put one pack in my water and I really like them. It's good.
My wife drinks them all the time. I should probably try it. Yeah. All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. Jack is right there, and Deb has your news.
It's time for JCS News.
Wow, has this guy got to put his name on everything?
It's in my contract, dude.
Here's the news on the Jim Colbert Show.
Did you say sexy news? Is it the sexy news?
This is the sexy news.
Oh, Deb.
And JCS News is brought to you by that mortgage guy, Don.
Don't do it.
All right. Byron Donalds.
No. Don't want his name associated with that at all. That goes for anybody for the record.
Well, he still made history, becoming the first black person to win Florida's Republican primary for governor. The congressman was endorsed by President Trump and is the favorite to succeed current Governor Ron DeSantis. Donalds will face former Congressman David Jolly in the midterms. In the Senate race, Republicans elected Senator Ashley Moody and Democrats elected Jacksonville State Representative Angie Nixon over Alex Vindman, which that's been making national news.
Yeah, well, it has. That was a giant shocker because he out-earned her by like a ton. She had like very little money, and he had a ton of money.
And I didn't know much about Nixon, but I knew some about Vindman, and who was military background, worked for the government, but just seemed like a straight arrow. I thought this guy was a real quality candidate, and wow. That was a shocker.
I'm surprised as well because she's another one of those candidates they describe as a Democratic socialist.
Right.
Yeah. So I wouldn't have thought in heavy North Florida that would have.
Yeah, there's another term. I think they call it unelectable.
Right, exactly. Yeah. that's I even said that to Jimmy, right? Go for the candidate who can win in November. But Florida's 3 Republican cabinet members are moving on to the November election after easy primary victories. Chief Financial Officer Blaise Ingoglia won his GOP primary by a wide margin and will face Democrat Annette Taddeo in the general election. Agriculture Commissioner Wilton Simpson also secured the party's nomination, beating Matt the Welder, or Matt Taylor, and will take on Democratic nominee Joey Mendoza this fall.
Look, I mean, I like Matt the Welder's content. I really do. I think he really, he's doing the best he can. But that guy Wilton Simpson beat the complete piss out of him.
Without a doubt.
I think he was one of the only candidates I saw that got over 1 million votes.
Well, wow.
Yeah, I'm curious as to what the difference was in their ad spend.
$1 billion?
The only reason I knew about Matt the Welder is because the two of you mentioned him one time.
Yeah.
Yet Wilton Simpson, I heard one commercial an hour for the past month.
Exactly, and therein lies the problem, right? Yeah. It all comes down to money. Attorney General James Uthmire was unopposed in the Republican primary and advances to a November matchup against former state senator Jose Javier Rodriguez. Okay, just a couple more election notes before we move on. We're going to need one more round of voting in the Orange County mayor's race. Clerk of Courts Tiffany Moore Russell and businessman Chris Messina advanced yesterday to a runoff in November. Moore Russell got more votes, but she didn't get the majority needed to avoid a runoff.
Right.
Former Congresswoman Stephanie Murphy finished third. That was another
a surprise.
Yeah.
Super shock, yeah.
I was, until I did watch their debate between the four of them, and I thought she was third best in that debate.
They say she played it really safe and didn't really take a stance on many topics, and that's what kind of drove people crazy, that she wouldn't just put her foot in the ground.
The irony, the guy who is running against her, I thought he did the fourth best in that debate.
Yeah, Chris. Let's see. Yeah, Chris Messina.
Yeah,
I saw him today as well on Fox 35, and I was like,
I don't know about that.
County Commissioner Myra Uribe was fourth. Now the winner is going to succeed outgoing Mayor Jerry Demings, who is term limited.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, Kissimmee's mayor can remain in office after she survived an impeachment vote. The city commission voted 2-2 yesterday to impeach Mayor Jackie Espinoza. The lack of a majority, though, means the impeachment motion failed. Espinoza was accused of profiting from a COVID relief fund for small businesses. A state investigation is still ongoing. Espinoza says she experienced a lot of hate and a lot of love during this ordeal, but the only thing stronger than hate is love.
Okay. They said Vindman's...
She ain't wrong.
No, she's not wrong.
Vindman's only lived in Florida for 3 years.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And I guess
I'm surprised he's allowed to run then.
Took a bunch of money from AIPAC, apparently.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go.
That's a hot button right now.
That is a...
Unless you're Randy Fine.
There is no bigger...
Unless you're Randy Fine. You can take all your money from AIPAC.
Time out. I love Brevard. All right. I lived there 10 years. I go back there. I love him. But you people, come on.
Hang on now. Thank you.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
That's such a good segue. Did you see the story?
No.
Okay, well, a Central Florida congressman is accused of snooping through a stranger's mailbox.
Oh, boy.
It allegedly happened Sunday afternoon while Randy Fine was canvassing ahead of the Republican primary. Surveillance footage from the homeowner's Ring doorbell shows him sifting through each individual envelope. Now, he did not remove anything, and he did not include his campaign literature because, of course, that's against federal law for anyone other than the homeowner or a postal employee to take anything or put anything in your mailbox. Fine's office did confirm to TMZ, we're in a whole new era, that he was the man in the doorbell video. The homeowner said they did not want to press charges. It doesn't matter, like you guys said, because he went on to win the primary with nearly 57% of the vote.
Wake up, Brevard.
And by the way, it is him. There's
Yeah.
no question it's him. But when he was confronted after coming off stage at an event, a reporter asked him about it, and he said he didn't remember doing that. And it was just like a day ago.
Yeah.
And he didn't remember it. He goes, I don't know. Is that even me? There's so many fake videos out there. Is that even me? It is so unbelievable. By the way, that is a federal offense.
Yes, it is.
Because that's a mailbox. And I read the law this morning about that, and you don't have to open the mail for it to be a violation for the record. That would be up to the person who owns the home to file the case. Now, it might not make it through. He may not get convicted, but what he did is a crime.
It is a crime.
You cannot just rifle through your neighbor's mailbox. I don't care if you take anything or not. You're not allowed to go in there.
Hey.
You're not allowed to open it.
You sure it's even him? All right.
I put it this way. I thought, politically speaking, he was one of the worst human beings in Congress.
Oh, yeah.
Before, I just learned about the mailbox thing now.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that just broke yesterday. It was what? All right. Suspended Palm Beach County Clerk of the Circuit Court and Comptroller Mike Caruso, who it turns out is a real POS, is going to remain behind bars following his arrest on multiple felony charges involving...
Did he win re-election too?
No, following the alleged abuse of a child. CBS 12 News, that's down in South Florida, got reaction from some local residents to the surprise arrest of Caruso yesterday.
It disgusts me, actually, because, I pay taxes and, you trust these people.
A Palm Beach County judge today ordered the former 67-year-old state lawmaker to have no contact with the alleged victim, the victim's family, or anyone under the age of 18. You guys, he allegedly molested his grandson.
Oh.
On a cruise ship.
Who lives in Orange County. There were a couple of incidents. There was one in Palm Beach. There was another one alleged here. There was one during a fishing trip. Then there was a Thanksgiving.
The one that I remember was they were on a cruise ship and he wanted to take his grandson to get ice cream. They never went and got ice cream. Apparently he showered with him.
Where some of the alleged incidents, the allegations date back 2 years ago. And you told me another very heartbreaking wrinkle to this story.
I read a piece this morning, and I want to make sure that I read a piece this morning, and as I remember it, it was the mother of the grandchild, which would be his daughter, I think, that also experienced some stuff back in the day as well. But I need to reconfirm that because nobody else, Deb said hadn't read it. She read every story about this, but I thought for sure I read a piece this morning that said that the grandson, was of his daughter, and his daughter also back in the day accused him, or there was allegations, there's a possibility he touched her.
And what heartbreak to then find out that the person who abused you is now abusing your child.
Right. And I got to tell you something else too. His mugshot is one of the creepiest mugshots on planet Earth. This guy looks like a James Bond bad guy.
He looks like a lizard.
He looks like a lizard. God almighty, I've never seen anything like it.
It's terrible.
What's this guy's damn name now?
Michael
now I got to look at it.
Michael Caruso. Go put his, by the way, JimColbertLive.com. Go put this guy's mugshot on the fourth panel, Jack, and let people come see that.
Yeah, but we're watching a raccoon eat some apples.
Okay.
Oh, goodbye.
Okay. Well, he's currently behind bars in Palm Beach County and awaiting extradition to Orange County. He's also on a no bond status right now. So, all right. Travelers are seeing DJT for the first time since Palm Beach International Airport was renamed in honor of President Trump. The three-letter identifier code for the airport was changed for pilots and air traffic controllers last month for the purposes of flight charts and navigation databases. But flyers at President Donald J. Trump International are first now seeing the change from PBI reflected on commercial booking sites, airline tickets, and luggage tags. Governor DeSantis signed legislation allowing for the name change in March, and the Palm Beach County Commission in May voted to approve a naming rights agreement tied to the new name. All right, this next story I want to get your take on, Jimmy, because I know you are talking about your favorite online poker spots and having some difficulty. I don't know if this has anything to do with it, but Florida's Attorney General has filed 2 lawsuits in Hillsborough County against the operators of illegal online casinos, including Stake and VGW's Chumba Casino.
Okay, I've heard of Chumba. I haven't heard of the other.
Oh my God, you see ads for Chumba Casino all the time. Lucky Land and Global Poker.
Okay.
James Uthmeyer says these companies have been preying on Floridians with deceptive marketing while dodging consumer protection requirements.
Sites like Stake and those run by VGW market themselves as sweepstakes or social casinos, but they offer real gambling, slots, blackjack, and poker. They've raked in hundreds of millions of dollars from people in our state.
The lawsuits seek permanent injunctions that would keep the companies from operating in Florida, along with the recovery of funds lost by consumers. And by the way, if you are watching us on our YouTube channel, the creepy Mike Caruso mugshot, Jack has put that on screen.
Look at that.
I'm going to look away.
If that
Can
guy,
you just see that guy coming through the door of the room and you know you can't run?
If I saw that guy in a bar, I would walk up to him and ask him if there was a deal to keep me alive forever. That guy looks like a god-blinking demon.
Yeah, he does,
Look
doesn't
at that
he?
dude. That is a demon, dude. Look at that guy's eyes.
That's
His
the most
small-ass,
disturbing
thin
part.
lips. Get out of here with that.
Can't trust
And by the
anyone
way,
without lips.
the irony is, Jack, of this guy, I believe he was one of the first people to sign on to that death penalty for pedophiles.
Whoa.
I think he was.
It always comes back to roost, right? Always comes back to roost.
Hey,
All right.
real quick, I want to recap something, and I'm thankful I get to apologize to Brevard. You guys are in the clear. Apparently, Randy Fine's district it's north of that. Daytona Beach and Palm Coast. You got some splaining to do.
I think it even includes, no, that would have been Mills.
It goes
includes parts of Lake
all
County.
the way into around Ocala, Silver Springs, and down to Eustis.
There you go.
All right, well,
is he your guy?
God almighty.
Florida's
almighty.
back to school
You would
sales.
have known if you voted, Jeff.
I did not.
Florida's back-to-school sales tax holiday is wrapping up. The month-long savings event ends tomorrow, August 20th. Shoppers have a few more days to save on sales tax for qualifying clothes, school supplies, personal computers. Tax holiday was designed to help families prepare for the new school year while keeping more money in their pockets. Anything to avoid the heat, because extreme heat headlines. Today's local forecast as dangerous weather continues to blanket Florida. Day number 9 of heat advisories. The combination of low 90s and high moisture levels is a major hazard. Central Florida today faces feel-like temperatures skyrocketing past 113 degrees. Lieutenant Pete Sanchez of Miami Fire Rescue says,
can be fatal. You need to know the signs. It usually begins with heat exhaustion, which the person begins to feel dizzy, lightheaded. They start sweating a lot.
So right now we're 97 degrees with a feels like of 109. Now on Tuesday, Miami tied its all-time record high temperature. This again is making national news, reaching 100 degrees. National Weather Service records show it was only the second time Miami hit 100 degrees since weather records began in 1895, matching a mark first set in 1942.
Wow.
Now, scattered evening thunderstorms may provide brief cooling, but hey, the intense humidity remains locked in. All right, Winter Haven native Trey Mancini is announcing his retirement from Major League Baseball.
No way, really?
Yeah, the former Baltimore Orioles standout became one of the sport's most inspiring figures after overcoming stage 3 colon cancer and returning to the field in 2021 to win American League Comeback Player of the Year honors. Mancini later won a World Series with the Houston Astros, and completed... Sorry.
Do
You're
not
right.
get Jack
You're right.
started. God,
No.
don't do that.
Now,
Thank
it's
you
true,
so
dude.
much.
It's so true.
Thank you.
That's an asterisk.
And Altuve,
Pete Rose.
MVP Altuve, BS.
Absolutely. Pete Rose has no
cheating.
asterisks behind his name.
Yeah.
He didn't do anything to sully
Right.
the game. If you're on that Astros, sorry. I mean, it's
Oh.
true. It's.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
go bang, bang some more garbage cans. And completed one final return to the majors with the Los Angeles Angels earlier this season. In a social media post, believe it or not, the 34-year-old, that's young,
I banged a garbage can once. It
thanked fans, teammates. Hey,
was
She's-
college. I was desperate.
she probably had a nice personality.
She's very sweet. She could spell nice.
And the doctors who helped save his life, ending a career that included 129 home runs and more than 800 big league games. And then finally, police say the bodies of 2 Belgian climbers who vanished in the Swiss Alps have been discovered and freed from the melting Trift Glacier. You want to take a guess how many years ago it was? Don't go too cray.
15.
I'll take the over. I'll go 17.
How about 34 years ago?
Damn, really?
On July 26th, a hiker found 2 bodies on the glacier in southern Switzerland. The bodies were transported to the Institute of Forensic Medicine at Wallace Hospital in Sion for identification, with a direct comparison of DNA profiles confirming they are the 2 mountaineers who went missing in 1992. The 2 men were 39 and 41 years old when they disappeared. Climate change has intensified glacier melt, leading to a surge in the number of bodies being uncovered by retreating ice.
Wow. Wow, how crazy!
Isn't that crazy?
You just fall into those crevasses, right? And you're done.
There's
no getting out.
Nope.
They could be 100. They could be 50, 60 feet deep.
And that's what, when you hear anyone who's climbed any of those really tall mountains and they go by the body of another, climber who's passed and.
Oh, you can see that on Mount Everest. It's I can't say littered with them anymore because there was an effort to kind of get them off there. But they have names. Like one's called Green Boots, the other one's called whatever. I mean, they have names, and they just climb right past them.
They climb right past
Frozen
them.
in time.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is creepy.
That's a wake-up call.
There is no other thing that does that. There is no other sport that requires you to move past people who have died doing it.
That's true.
There's no other. Could you imagine?
I can't think of anything.
I'd love to play second base, but there's a corpse.
Why am I laughing?
But there's a corpse just outside the clay, and it makes fielding a bitch.
Probably played for the Astros.
Could you imagine? Like, I'd love to swim, but there's some bobbing dead people out there. Like it's an M. Night movie.
Either way, that concludes your JCS News.
Don't step on Green Boot.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Classic Alternative this weekend on Real Radio 104.1.
Last cigarette, one before I go to bed.
Real Music Weekends.
Our Classic Alternative.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Central Florida forecast. And for our Wednesday, we are going to be expecting another sweltering day with hot and humid temperatures. So a heat advisory is in place starting late morning, lasting through this evening to account for temperatures. It'll be feeling closer to a range of about 108 to as hot as 112 to maybe even 113 in some spots. So just be sure to take it easy outside. We'll see an actual high temperature of 96 degrees, and we'll also be expecting scattered afternoon and evening showers and storms with heavy rain possible. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Still sleeping on that old bed? Mattress Firm's sleep experts can help you choose the perfect upgrade. They'll guide you every step, answering your questions. Shop today and save big during the best sale of the year. They make sleep easy.
Hey everybody, Jim Colbert here for my friends over at Life Imaging. August is National Wellness Month. This will be a good time to motivate yourself to get over to Life Imaging and get that free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. This is the month you need to stop wondering and start knowing heart disease and many cancers will often develop silently. No symptoms whatsoever. Don't wait until you feel bad to control your health. That is the worst thing to do. Feeling healthy doesn't always mean you are healthy. And some of the situations, like 30% of the people who die in this country die of heart disease, and in many of those cases there are no symptoms because prevention is the best form of wellness. Nobody knows that better than Life Imaging. They want you to get over and get this free heart scan. It's easy too. There are no dyes. You don't take your clothes off. It only takes a few minutes, and making your appointment is so quick, man. Just pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's it. Pound 250, say the keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you. You make your appointment. You go in and get the scan. You feel way better about your position in life. This happens all the time. And while you're there, ask about their cancer screening as well, because early detection saves lives. It's Life Imaging.
School's in session and the math is easy at Sutherland Nissan.
Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
Take 0% for 60 months and no payments till next year. Plus over 500 vehicles to choose. Plus, what's that all add up to? Sutherland. Drive a new Nissan Altima SV for $299 a month. $299 a month. Everyone loves the math at Sutherland Nissan.
Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
36-month lease with approved Tier 1 credit. 10K miles per year. Price plus tax tag and $39.99 down payment. Selling price $28,838. Deferred payment to end of lease or loan. Interest applies.
Most families get their financial advice in pieces. A financial advisor here, a CPA there, an estate attorney somewhere else. Everyone means well, but nobody's talking to each other, and those gaps can work against you. Trajan Wealth's family office brings wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning together, not as separate conversations, but as one coordinated system built around your life, your goals, and the people who matter most. Ours is a true family office, not one that refers you out because it's convenient. This kind of dedicated collaboration used to require a 7-figure net worth, but here's the game changer. Trajan kicked that door open. Trajan advisors are fiduciaries, always obligated, always honored to act in your best interest. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax.
It's the aluminum fence in the box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $2,336. Visit fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
Hey, it's the News Junkie, and I don't need to be an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every day, and it's awful. Do me a favor, eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Think there's only one way to sell your home? The truth is, every seller situation is different, and the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty has a solution for every seller. Maybe you need top dollar. Maybe you need to move fast. Or maybe you need the flexibility to buy before you sell. Whatever your situation is, the Nickley Group, Central Florida's #1 real estate team, has you covered from start to closing. Just go to thenickley.com or Google the Nickley Group.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Ice Cube's Big 3 season has come down to this. The Big 3 Championship is coming to Charlotte. Who will be crowned the Big 3 Season 9 champion? Plus the Big 3 All-Star Game. The biggest names in the game, all on one court, one more time. 2 games of the most physical, competitive, and non-stop 3-on-3 action. The game played the way you love. Watch live Saturday on CBS at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, and catch replays Monday on BET. Yay, yay!
The wait is over. Stephen Piercy, Warren DeMartini. August 23rd at Hard Rock Live, Orlando. Piercy DeMartini performing the music of Rat. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Jim Colbert Show returns now on Real Radio 104.1.
I live down here in West Palm Beach and went to jury duty about 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah.
And they put you in the waiting room to be called up. And everybody, a lady spoke and they did the video. And then that guy, Caruso, comes in. And man, the aura of this used car salesman, slick politician just oozed off of this guy. And someone in the room said, effing weasel. And man, he got really ticked off. But apparently that guy was on point.
Yeah, he was way on point. Weasel would have been a compliment comparatively.
Exactly.
God almighty, man. I need to reread that story because people were texting in and saying that's absolutely right. Like if that bomb was, touched by the dad, and that was the case, why would you let your father take your son anywhere for any reason? So I need to reread that and make sure that's accurate. And I remember reading it this morning, and it seemed pretty darn accurate to me, but I don't want to get that mixed up, and he's already in bad shape as it is. God almighty, man. Can you imagine going
He put himself there.
Your grandson. Does that make it worse?
Yes.
Yes.
Isn't that wild? It does make it worse, right? I think if you go into jail and you're a pedophile, obviously there's a target already, but I think if you're a pedophile and you've preyed or predated on your own family, I think that makes it even worse. It's like the guy Duggar.
Yeah.
That's part of that big family that's on TV all the time, like whatever it is. I mean, that's another guy. He predated on his entire family. He did it to multiple sisters of his.
And now, I mean, in prison.
Yeah, Dunzo.
I mean, it's all a violation, but it's also a violation of the home and the protection of family.
Right.
It's dual violation.
Yeah, exactly. It shatters trust.
Yes.
I mean, for that child it could affect his relationships with other family members.
Oh, yeah.
And again, all of those stories you hear about people's grandparents for the rest of his life, he's going to have to know that he has a weasel for a grandfather.
Wow, man.
And that's putting it lightly.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. We have Adam Miles coming up in a few minutes. Pet Alliance is in. We don't have to say Pet Alliance of Greater Orlando anymore. It's just Pet Alliance. That's going to be a pain in the ass.
I know.
That's going to be.
Wait, did they officially change the name?
Yeah.
Thank goodness.
And when that happens, like Life Imaging just dropped the FLA from their thing, and you guys remember the Dr. Filatowski thing?
Yeah.
It was Dr. Filatowski for 15 years, and all of a sudden he sends an email and he goes, "Oh, by the way, you've been saying my name wrong for a decade or so."
All because Ryan Holmes had to ask about it.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Is that
by
what
the
happened?
way, when he started endorsing, how do you pronounce this? And that's when they got corrected, and it's like, we've been doing it wrong for 20 years. And everyone was fine with that. But no,
We
Mr.
never said
Holmes,
a word. There was multiple endorsers in this building, like from different stations, and he
Yep.
never said a word. I remember reaching out, and I mean, look, for the record, he's a great guy. He is a good dude. I got no problem with Dr. Filatowski, but when I remember reaching out when the rep came to me and said, "Hey, look, this is the deal. It's now Filatowski." I go, "Well, that's going to be a hell of a, scare, that's a record coming off the, the scratching needle thing, because people have heard it for the same." I was like, I'm like, can he come on with us? Kind of explain it. We can have some fun with it. And there was one answer to that. Nope. He is not interested in playing your game, sir.
He's too busy fixing eyeballs.
He's too busy lasing people. He doesn't have time for your BS. By the way, his kids, I think, pretty much, well, they also are there now, and his family is wonderful. His two boys are absolutely wonderful people, and you would think they had all the trappings of being complete asses, and they did not. I mean, because he's done well for himself.
Well, that's good, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, that was a kind of a weird thing, and then Life Imaging drops the FLA, and then it's all over my spot, so you're reading it, and you get into the cadence of reading it like that. It's just kind of wild.
It sounds foreign. It sounds weird, strange, yeah.
It does.
It sounds queer. I meant that in the...
It's a good callback.
Yeah.
Thank you.
God, I had this story and I want to talk about it. We only have like 2 minutes, though.
Go.
No.
Talk fast.
No.
Do you know how to do that?
Have you seen the Publix change?
No.
Publix is making a change.
They lowering prices?
Did you guys see the text from somebody yesterday?
What?
Got him.
Went to the grocery store and had to buy aluminum foil. How much for a roll of aluminum foil?
Don't even get me started on this.
$16.
Don't even get me started on aluminum foil right now.
He can get started on the Houston Astros.
Yeah. Dollar General, baby, go get that foil.
Yeah.
That foil works. That's all I'm saying.
You guys remember a couple of years ago, I'm like, get ready for your olive oil to be like $1 billion, right?
Yeah.
People started texting, I was in Publix yesterday, it was like $7, blah, blah, blah. Go buy olive oil now.
Yeah.
Oh, how bad.
It took it some time to get there, but I mean, olive oil is painfully expensive. Like oil in general, cooking oil in general is ridiculous. Jack figured that out last Thanksgiving when he went to buy oil because Jack's a turkey fryer. And
here's the deal.
And the oil costs more than the damn turkey.
Way more than the turkey. Turkey's like $5. The oil's $55.
That's the new scam, right?
Yeah.
They give you the turkeys and you buy the oil.
So here's the deal. I need to know, and I can search this, but I'd rather people tell me it's okay.
Oh, we're back in this thing again.
Peanut oil. I bought the more expensive peanut oil instead of just the
Luann
frying. Yeah.
You got the
Okay. Filtered it. Put it in my fridge.
How'd you filter it? Through paper towels?
Cheesecloth.
Okay, very nice.
So put it in my fridge.
Okay.
And it's been sitting there since Thanksgiving, and I want to use it again this Thanksgiving.
I think you're perfectly fine.
I think because it's in the fridge,
It's in the
think we're good.
Right. I keep mine in the direct sun uncapped.
That is very smart. If you want that rancid flavor.
It forms a nice crust on top and keeps it nice and safe.
And inside.
I would think you're fine, buddy.
What is Publix doing?
They're I'll tell you a little bit later in the show because it's time to have Animal House. We'll do that next.
Son of a bitch.
Coast Zero Sugar 400 returns to the World Center of Racing with the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series on August 28th and the Coke Zero Sugar 400 on August 29th. Experience the thrill of NASCAR like never before. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com. Visit realradio.fm/contest for all the info and to find out how you can score free tickets.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
That accident's been moved off to the shoulder on I-4 westbound near Lake Mary. Traffic still stop and go, but all lanes are starting to get by. You're going to get stuck through the city on I-4 eastbound approaching Cayley Street due to an earlier accident. Traffic still stop and go from OBT. No lanes are getting blocked, though. There are emergency crews off to the shoulder to look out for. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Tired of overpriced blinds? Blindster makes custom blinds simple and affordable. You measure at home, install yourself, and save big. No retail store markups, just custom blinds guaranteed to fit. Blindster.com.
Man, oh man, here's what I do know in Central Florida. It seems like every single day since around the end of July, there has been an extreme heat warning. Again today, the entire state of Florida is under an extreme heat warning. Guys, let me tell you, this is when your AC earns its medals, and you need Mills Air to make sure it's ready to do that. These guys have been doing this since 1992. You can do the math. That's 30 plus years of experience making sure your AC keeps you and your family comfortable all year long. Their techs are awesome people. They will never make you feel uncomfortable when they're working in your home, and they will always do the job correctly. They're also Carrier factory authorized dealers. That, my friends, is important because it could get you up to $1,275 in rebates towards that brand new Carrier unit. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier and always turn to family-owned and operated Mills Air. Call these guys today. Schedule that appointment. Make sure your home stays nice and cool for the remainder of this brutal summer. It's 407-277-1159. Online, it's easy. It's millsair.com.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
Buying or selling in Central Florida? Trust the local experts at the Nickley Group with Keller Williams Realty. Local knowledge, proven results. Google the Nickley Group or visit thenickley.com.
If you want to buy or sell quickly, call Nickley.
Summer's winding down, and we know you want to enjoy what's left of it. But before you celebrate this Labor Day weekend, plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Celebrate responsibly and remember to drive sober or get pulled over. This message brought to you by the Florida Department of Transportation.
Hi, this is Mike Lester with Talon Wealth and the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show, and I have another investment idea for those seeking great returns with limited risk. Recently, we did a structured note for our clients, paying them 18.75% per year for 4 years, and it was great for clients seeking income or growth and principal protection. The note was based on the S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we placed the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, just give us a call at 407-606-6000.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
There once was a magic... Sorry. At Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex, we don't do fairy tales. We do real, like real adventures to Mars or real journeys into the future to see how imagination can really take us to strange new worlds, and real trips into the past where we meet heroes and legends way ahead of their time. Real rockets, real astronauts, real adventure, all at Kennedy Space Center Visitor Complex. Discover something real.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The countdown to the NFL season is on, and Fox Sports Radio is where you join the conversation with The Dan Patrick Show.
You got some interesting scenarios here.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd.
You have to strike when the iron is hot in the NFL.
And more. Download the iHeartRadio app, search NFL, and listen now.
As your lender, we'll need a credit check and personal references.
Not at Amscott. Walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
If you're one of those people trapped in those horrible timeshares, now that is why the only timeshare exit company that I endorse is LoneStarTransfer.com. They create a customized exit plan for your specific situation, and then lastly, their team will execute it all start to finish. Call my friends at Lone Star Transfer today. It's 833-594-0075, or check them out on the web at LoneStarTransfer.com.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Reese Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Last place in your fantasy league isn't just about losing. It's the group chat jokes, the punishment, a full year of hearing about it. I'm JJ Zacharyson, host of the Late Round Fantasy Football Podcast. Our players to target and players to avoid episodes tell you exactly who to circle and who to cross off. We're providing data-driven research on the podcast all season long, so that you're the one talking trash, not taking it. Download the free iHeartRadio app, search the Late Round Fantasy Football Podcast, and listen now.
Tired of sketchy online lenders? Then go to Amscott and talk to a real person.
Walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000.
Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Amscott!
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Broadcasting live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Guaranteed human. You can watch radio being made on a daily basis at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Howdy do, Colbert crew.
Where is it today?
You know who? Your favorite teabag in Rockledge.
Yeah, Rockledge today.
Today we raise a beer to Juvederm Day. That's right. Go out and get your face pumped full kinds of full of fillers and run around like a mutant like Courtney Cox or Simon Cowell. Enjoy yourself. Have a good show, y'all.
Thank you, buddy.
Peace.
Appreciate that. Haven't heard that one before. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I am Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Yeah.
Let's do Animal House.
She likes them fuzzy, furry, feathery, tough, and scaly. It's time for Animal House with Deborah Roberts.
You know it. Animal House is generously brought to us each and every week by personal injury attorney Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. We'll tell you how you can get in touch with Glenn at the end of the segment. But now, please join me in welcoming back a regular guest, but this time award-winning Kenny Tallier and Little Bit from the Pet Alliance. Yay! Welcome back, Kenny. How's it going?
It's going great, and congrats to you guys, too, for your Orlando Weekly wins. Best of, it's sitting in the house right now.
Yeah. How about that, huh?
The best of dog is at your feet.
Yeah.
So you guys, I didn't realize this. I thought you won one award. It turns out you won like, what, 5?
Yeah, we placed in 5 different categories. So we placed Best Place to Adopt, we won. We also won Best Local Animal Rescue, which, yay.
Yay.
And then we came in second place for Best Local Charitable Group. Third place for Best Local Overall Festival, Paws in the Park, happening in February 13th. And then Best Charity Event, Paws in the Park, again, happening February 13th.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations.
What a showing, man.
Yeah, exactly. And you guys have been, lots of hard work for over a lot of years.
Yeah, it's just wonderful. Like, this is voting that happens by the community. So it really, we're so grateful that this is how the community feels about us. And so thank you, everyone.
That means a lot.
It really does.
It's one thing to have a panel of experts. It's another thing to have the people who, come to the shelter, use your services,
Right.
either the veterinary services, the food pantry, or donate stuff.
You know what? One of the major drivers, I believe it is, Kenny, is the fact that every time you guys come on the air with us for the last 8 years, you can literally hear and feel the empathy for these animals in every interview we do with you.
Yeah,
we love them all. Every single person that has come through these doors from the Pet Alliance has been an absolute dream, and these pets and these animals are lucky to have fallen under your tutelage because you guys do the very best to try to get them in the best homes, and you've been doing that for years, shamelessly, and sometimes just with very little help. So it is very impressive. You deserve every one of those and more.
Thank you very much.
But let's roll this back on the "we love them all"
I know.
bit.
I'm going to walk around with Jim all day long.
No,
This is
because,
great.
well, listen, I got to tell you, Kenny's got to be just as impressed with Jim because Jack, we can't show you a little bit. She came in the studio, crawled underneath the control board, and is laying at Jimmy's feet.
Yeah, she is.
She picks her people, and she's a little shy around in new environments, and so I guess she feels so safe by you. So
I have her pinned
compliment.
down with my feet.
And you got bacon in your pocket. So
No, she came in and gave her a couple of ear rubs. Dogs love ear rubs, by the way.
I know, but it's weird, Kenny, guys. We've noticed this with almost all of the dogs that you bring in. They tend to just gravitate right away towards
gravitate
Jim.
to Jim.
And I'm not insulted by that at all.
No,
I mean, that
because
doesn't hurt
you
my
get
feelings.
the kittens.
Yeah.
When I come in with a kitten, they're just in your arm the entire
Yeah,
time.
they know you're a cat lady, crazy cat lady.
Well, you can tell the cat, because when you walk in, you're like, I'm sorry, pup, I smell like cats.
Right, yeah.
But what kind of, I'm going to try and get my camera down and scoot underneath there so folks
Okay.
can see a photo of her because she really has a beautiful smile. She's about a medium size, would you say?
So she's 2 years old. She's 49. I'm sorry, she's 59 pounds,
Okay.
and she looks like she's got she's a boxer mix. And the way I'm, guessing just because of that amazing underbite that she has.
Yes, she does. She has a
which
great
just
underbite.
adds to her smile.
So, Jimmy, we love your shoes.
Yeah, we can see Jimmy, your sneakers are very white.
Well, she's right there, but it's just so dark you can't see anything.
When she wags her tail,
Her whole body.
wiggles. Like she's just a really happy girl, and she's happy at Jim's feet right now.
There we go. I got my iPhone camera.
There you go. There she is.
And I love her. What does her bandana say again?
Obedience school dropout.
Yeah.
So what will be the ideal home for Little Bit?
Little Bit would do great with any kind of family situation, as long as the children are at the teenage age. She's not
Okay.
really too sure about the younger kids, but she's dog friendly. She gets along great with all people, and probably not good in a home with cats.
Okay.
She would kind of chase them like a lizard.
Right, exactly. Well, cats can trigger prey drive in some dogs. Some dogs, they get along differently, but
Yeah, but she's seen kittens. Though, she's been hanging out in my office with me all day today, and people have been walking by with kittens, and she just looks at them and kind of thumps the tail. So
she looks pretty low impact.
Yeah,
I think she looks like a chiller.
She's a good girl, and she's been loving the bed in the office, and she just looks at me like it's time for a treat. She won't get up for it. She'll just give me that look. And she's trained me. Get up.
She won't get up for it.
No,
she's trained Kenny.
I'll be holding the treat, and she's like, "Come to me."
Oh man,
No wonder
And
why
I do
she.
it.
No wonder why she failed obedience school.
Right,
exactly.
You can't even bribe her to do stuff.
Actually, from one woman to another woman, good girl, Little Bit.
Yeah.
Good girl.
She figured me out.
She's like, I'd love that treat, but better, I'd love you to bring it to me. That's what I'd love.
And could you put 2 more ice cubes in my water, please?
Exactly. Yeah. We did that with ours.
And you said she's only 2.
And she's only 2. Yeah.
And again, if folks do have a dog already at home that they want to see if they can mesh, can they set up like a play date where they can bring them in to meet Little Bit, or how would you handle that?
Yeah, we encourage it. If you've got a dog
Really?
at home,
I did
that's
not know
looking-
that.
Yeah, bring them on in for a meet and greet. No appointment necessary. Just come into our front lobby. Just let us know who you'd like to meet, and we will supervise it. Take you to either our indoor yard or our outdoor yard, depending on the weather, and see how it goes.
You know what? And I got to tell you, there is no time to be wasted there because just the other day saw a guy or a girl walking her dog. A guy was walking 2 dogs, and they were about to pass each other on the sidewalk. The 2 dogs started losing their minds, and they were like labs, like dogs that don't really usually show a lot of aggression, usually very affable dogs, and the owners let them kind of smell each other to kind of get acclimated. They were not down. The good thing about dogs is that they let you know pretty quickly whether or not they're cool with it or not.
Right, and just
Yeah,
take their signal and be like, okay, nice to meet you, keep on walking.
Right, exactly.
Keep going.
Yeah, they're not going to grow into it. They don't feel it.
No, exactly. But that's the good thing, right?
Yeah.
Waste no time.
Yeah.
Where can folks see adoptable animals that are available? Both cats, kittens, dogs, puppies, all kinds.
So we've got our 2 shelter locations. Little Bit lives in our New Orlando shelter, which is over on 4311 South John Young Parkway. And then we've got our Sanford shelter, which also has available to adopt pets, and that's over at 2800 County Home Road.
Now, can you see all of the animals available on your website, PetAllianceOrlando.org?
Yes, they're all on our website. So
Okay,
if you go
good.
there, click on adoptable animals, and you're going to see so many adorable faces all looking for a forever home.
And are you seeing a large influx, like a lot of other shelters I've been reading around the state that have been seeing a large influx this summer?
There has been a lot. I mean, I know like we have so many kittens in foster right now. Like it's kitten season. There's close to 100 kittens in foster.
Wow, really?
Oh, wow.
And, we have more kittens available for adoption right now than we do adult cats just because it's that time of the year. They're getting,
Right.
yeah.
But do you have Yorkies?
We don't have any Yorkies right now, but, it could change next week. You never know what you're going to find in a shelter.
Keep checking the website.
Yeah, somebody text that question, and actually that's a really good question. What dogs get adopted more? Do people look for smaller animals, or do you find that people look for a specific breed, or is it just people? Because I know there's a big group of people who like adopting dogs that are a little bit older to give them that forever home for the last few years of their life. Which do you, or is it like seasonal?
Yeah, generally the smaller breeds get adopted out first.
Right? Yeah.
And then the next one that will always seem to get adopted out first will be anything that's fluffy.
Oh, really?
Fluffy dogs will go home fast.
Yeah.
And then it'll just go up the line, whether age or breed or size or weight kind of thing. But
A lot
every
of
once in a while-
a lot of apartment dwellers have to worry about size and weight.
Right.
Let me ask another really dumb question.
Okay.
Because I love dumb questions. So let's say that I'm looking for a specific breed or something like that. Do you have like a waiting list that you can get on? Like if you get something in that kind of fits that you have people already ready to go? I mean, do you offer that or?
Yeah, unfortunately, we're not set up where we do have a waiting list. But we do encourage people because our website is updated in real time.
It is,
just keep on checking because you never know what's going to be there hour by hour or day by day.
You brought in a gorgeous purebred golden retriever male, which is
beautiful.
My dog of dogs. That's the only dog I had in my life was. And so for those who are specific about breeds and maybe designer breeds, still check with the Pet Alliance.
Always check with us first.
Always check.
We've
Adopt,
had a
don't
lot
shop.
of Huskies lately.
Really?
Yeah.
God, they're the funniest dogs on the internet.
They are, but they are also...
It's a certain breed to adopt that breed. Like,
It
you
is.
need to be a very patient person with them because they're smarter than us.
Oh, they are they are sassy like a young girl. They are sassy. They do not want to clean their rooms.
No,
they are not down for it, and they will scream at you.
They will scream just like a teenage girl.
And then you want to laugh at them like, really?
Oh
But
my God,
yeah.
I laugh so hard. They cut so many terrible eyes.
With the ambulance. Well, Kenny, I know with all those animals, that means there's also a lot of needs. So you were mentioning that there's some things that if listeners could help you out with, the Pet Alliance would really appreciate it.
Yeah, so there's some needs that, they're probably in your closet or your garage right now. We desperately need bath towels and then newspapers. And
They
then
still make those?
That's why we need them, right?
Our next guest
Bath
will
towels.
be thrilled with that comment.
But puppy pads would do?
Puppy pads
yeah.
also are our 3 greatest needs
Right.
right now. So the puppy pads and the bath towels can be ordered off of our wish list, or if you've got some in your closet that you just don't want anymore, bring them on in.
Well, I mean, what happens is this, because I know that at one point we had a giant collection of them because we had puppy pads for Sadie when she was with us, but then, she grew out of it. When she learned, we still had a big stack left over. So I'm sure there are a lot of people out there that are in that same scenario. Get a puppy young, they're going through the puppy pads. You don't go through all of them. You have them stuck somewhere in a closet or in the garage, like you were saying.
Yeah.
Pull those out of there. And maybe old towels, but you don't want them rags. You want towels that are viable, slightly used or
Right,
new.
slightly used. Yeah, no holes, no tears.
Just
but-
with like hair color on them and maybe some bleach spots.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know who would have those towels.
yeah, as long as they don't have holes in them, the dogs don't care what color they are. One bit.
Good, because you're going to get pink and purple from his house.
I love that. Perfect.
And where can folks access the wish list?
So our wish list is on our website as well. So petallianceorlando.org. Just click there, and then you can go shopping and have it delivered to us. That'd be great.
Which it makes it convenient for the listeners and as well for you guys. Make sure you get the materials that you need.
Yeah, and I appreciate you asking. I mean, also, or you can have them delivered to your home, then come to the shelter and visit all the animals.
Yeah.
They would love that.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you're never getting this dog out of here, bud.
I know.
I have horrible news. She has grown into the floor.
She has not moved from Jimmy's feet for the entire segment.
She found her safe spot.
I think we found her forever home.
Great. Her forever studio. For sure.
Studio dog.
Yeah, studio dog. Well, as always, Kenny, thank you so much for coming in, and please keep us updated on when Little Bit does find her forever home.
I sure will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yay! Orlando Weekly's best. And as always, Animal House is brought to you by Glenn Klausman over at Klausman Law. So if you know of anyone or yourself have been in any kind of an accident, it could be car, truck, motorcycle, even a slip and fall, you need to call Glenn Klausman. Here's why. Glenn is going to handle your case. Glenn is going to pass you off to a caseworker. In fact, Glenn is going to give you his personal cell phone number and then pick it up when you call. Just a couple of reasons why year after year he's voted super lawyer and legal elite. And he truly is an animal lover and friend of the show. So if you've been in an accident, give him a call. 407-917-1718 or check them out online at klausmanlaw.com. That's KLAUSMAN law.com.
Thanks, Deb. 407-916-1041. That's how you call us. Text us easily at 77031. Take a little break. We'll come back and talk to Scott Maxwell from the Orlando Sentinel.
Real Radio. It is.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Whatever. I'll match my underwear tomorrow, too. Tomorrow, we're going to
tell me not to be a woman.
That's right. I'll be a woman all I want. No, it's not a woman. Just because a man matches, that means nothing. Got
it.
Nice, Angel.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
Afternoon slowdowns are starting to form on the major roadways. I-4 westbound through Lake Mary, there's slowdowns. I-4 eastbound through the city before Cayley Street, traffic still stop and go. I-4 westbound from World Drive to Champions Gate, you're going to get stuck there. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Audible. When you start listening to books on Audible, traffic might seem like less of an annoyance and more of an opportunity for another chapter. Audible, stories that speak to you. New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. Download a free home buyer's guide at thenickleegroup.com.
The countdown to the new NFL season is on.
And now, all 32 in-market local teams can be heard on the free iHeartRadio app.
He's in! That's a jet touchdown! Just open the app and search your favorite team.
Plus, Fox Sports Radio breaks it all down
As we get closer to week 1.
It's crazy, and it's fun.
Join the conversation and stay locked in. Live, local games with you all season long.
Download the iHeartRadio app.
Search NFL and press play.
Quiet confidence. It's not what you see, it's what you feel. A suit tailored just for you. A perfectly timed guy's trip. Choosing On Plus nicotine pouches over rough corners and edges. Because some things may look better, but the other things simply feel better. On Plus nicotine pouches with Nico Silk Mesh. The softest pouch on the planet.
Not all varieties available in all geographies. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
School's in session and the math is easy at Sutherland Nissan.
Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
Take 0% for 60 months and no payments till next year. Plus over 500 vehicles to choose. Class, what's that all add up to? Sutherland. Drive a new Nissan Altima SV for $299 a month. $299 a month. Everyone loves the math at Sutherland Nissan.
Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
36-month lease would approve Tier 1 credit, 10K miles per year, price plus tax tag, and $39.99 down payment. Selling price $28,838, deferred payment to end of lease or loan. Interest applies.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar and Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In Office Orlando.
Now that we have AT&T Fiber Internet in our home,
Our connection's so fast it can handle streaming, gaming, surfing, and video conferencing for the whole family. The only downside? Our kids' friends are coming over way more often than we'd like. Hey, Jaden, Braden, Zayden, come on in, you guys. Luke, what's up, buddy? How's baseball going? I've got the game streaming in the den. Maybe you can pick up some pointers before we take on Kennedy next week. Ashley A, Ashley D, Ashley P, is this for a group project again? Because last time it looked a lot like high-speed reality TV research. Hey, Kristen! You got the ring light and the tripod this time. Don't forget to tag the house with the fastest internet. Honey, it's going to be another late one. We're going to need more snacks.
Tell all your neighbors, AT&T Fiber has arrived. Hyper-fast internet is now available in your neighborhood. Learn more at att.com/internet. Limited availability in select areas.
Free shouldn't come with a catch. With iHeartRadio, it doesn't. No monthly fees, no trial periods. Radio, music, podcasts. Download the free iHeartRadio app now.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry, wasn't cutting it this time. So I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
Hi, this is Mark Spain, and we're hiring listing agents. Maybe your kids are self-sufficient now and you're ready to jump back into the workforce. Or perhaps you're stuck in that demanding job and the compensation just doesn't match your hard work. Are you ready for a career move that will be rewarding and earn you the high income you deserve? If you enjoy delivering great customer service and working with people, I want to talk to you. At Mark Spain Real Estate, we have all the components to make you successful as a real estate agent fast. Go to joinmarkspain.com. That's joinmarkspain.com and apply today.
Join Jim Colbert on The Jim Colbert Show for his Cigar of the Week segment every Friday afternoon at 3:45. You can pick up these featured cigars at all 3 Corona Cigar Company locations, Dr. Phillips, Heathrow, and downtown. Learn more at coronacigar.com.
Last place in your fantasy league isn't just about losing. It's the group chat jokes, the punishment, a full year of hearing about it. I'm JJ Zacharyson, host of the Late Round Fantasy Football Podcast. Our players to target and players to avoid episodes tell you exactly who to circle and who to cross off. We're providing data-driven research on the podcast all season long so that you're the one talking trash, not taking it. Download the free iHeartRadio app, search the Late Round Fantasy Football Podcast, and listen now.
Our call with Scott Maxwell is brought to you by That Mortgage Guy Don. You know, it's not just home loans. That Mortgage Guy Don also does commercial and SBA, Small Business Administration loans too. And if you want to buy a business or franchise, That Mortgage Guy Don has your back with over 50 sources for your SBA and business loans of all sizes. You can get a quote with no hard credit inquiry. So don't miss the boat. Compare your quote at thatmortgageguydon.com.
Don't miss the boat, compare your quote with thatmortgageguydon.com.
So apparently Facebook is still a thing?
Search gym members and join our group.
They call him Sweet Heat, from his head to his feet, sizzling hot like an asphalt street, dripping to the swag of an Orlando Sentinel beat. Ladies and gentlemen, columnist Scott, take it to the Maxwell!
Give it up for Scott Maxwell! Let's get away with all that other stuff and get right to the action. Scott Maxwell, how you doing, friend?
Where did that come from?
Do not know who that is, but we just rode with it.
Mr. K, it's a talkback that came from a listener 10 minutes ago. I'm like, oh, this is perfect.
How about that, buddy?
He's my new favorite listener. Yeah. Certainly not the one that calls me Whalebutt 421.
Yeah. Must be a very important day. Scott's shirt has a collar, which is far removed from what we usually get. Usually we get the wallered out T-shirt that he usually sleeps in.
He's laughing because he's so busted. He knows.
He knows. He damn sure knows.
The wallered out T-shirt. No, you're right. The first step on my rung to decency is pants. And you all don't see whether I have that most days, but you are right. I actually had to record a promotional video. I did that just before I called you.
Very nice. Well, you do look good today, buddy. How's things? You good?
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, we got one election down, one election to go.
That's right.
Life's sweet.
Well, let's talk about it. I mean, there were some interesting things happening in Central Florida. Let's start out with one of the first. I don't even know if this is really an upset. I think maybe only an upset because the candidate was Trump endorsed, and that would be Corey Mills up in Seminole County. He was fighting for his life against Ryan Elijah, a guy with zero issues. Like I don't know that. Did he have anything on Ryan Elijah other than he's too good of a dude?
I think he's also too good looking too. I think that could work against you. But not this time.
I got to tell you, I didn't find that much of a surprise. Even with the endorsement, he was just a horrible candidate. I mean, is that the general feeling right now, or?
Yeah, well, I think if I had to give a one sentence takeaway, it was that Republican voters in Central Florida did what Republican leaders in Washington, D.C. would not. And they cleaned out the trash because you may remember not only was Donald Trump and had stuck behind Corey Mills with his endorsement after just one scandal after another. And, we don't even have time to get onto him. The guy was under a member of Congress under a restraining order at one point in time. All sorts of questions about business for ethics
investigations. Yeah,
all this stuff. But Mike Johnson was standing right behind him. Donald Trump was endorsing him. Now, interestingly, I don't know if you saw this, Jim. Corey Mills was touting his Trump endorsement, his full and total endorsement, or whatever Trump ever says, every day. I mean, 24 hours ago, he was touting. And then today, after Mills lost, Trump went on Truth Social and claimed he'd always told Corey to get out of the race. And that he never thought that this guy he'd endorsed for about a year, he claims privately he told him to get out of the race. And now he's rooting for Ryan.
And then gave Ryan Elijah his full and uncontested endorsement that and then says all the stuff that he says during those endorsements. If you ever read Truth Social, it's kind of interesting. It's just like they replaced the name, and it says like there's like 5 standard endorsements, and they just kind of replace the name and then roll them around.
Well, and this one's just so weird because he's saying I'm giving my complete and total endorsement to a guy who I was hoping would lose 24 hours ago. I mean, and what was Corey Mills got something like 37%. I mean, that's pathetic. Keep in mind, there are no Democrats in this primary. The only people voting in this primary are members of his party, and they said, get the hell out of here. And I think that also led to a bigger picture thing that Trump's influence, and you and I have talked about this some, Jim, and I think I've suggested it. I've seen some evidence of it, and I think we saw a lot yesterday. Trump's influence is waning. I mean, Byron Donalds only got 48%. Now, normally in a crowded primary, 48% would be gangbusters. But Byron Donalds was supposed to run away with this. Byron Donalds' own campaign claimed in January that he had something like 58, 60%, and that once people learned that Trump had endorsed him, 73%. They said their polling showed that 73% of Republicans supported him. As it turns out, Byron Donalds spent millions of dollars telling Republicans that Trump wanted them to vote for him, and most of them said no. And most of them, 52% of them, chose another Republican.
So. It is very interesting. And, of course, there were surprises on the other side of the aisle as well. Angie Nixon was, or is it Dixon or Nixon? I always get that mixed up.
No, that's right.
Angie Nixon beats Vindman. Vindman's only been in the state for a short period of time, but he did have a gigantic amount of money to spend and still lost handily, by the way. I don't know that it was all that close.
No, she did win. Angie Nixon was a candidate who was really not paid any attention by the media for the most part in Florida, but really by DC Democratic insiders. Chuck Schumer and others had endorsed Vindman, and Vindman theoretically had a good story. He was the whistleblower, as some people may remember, in the Trump administration. But I tell you what, he wasn't really a Floridian.
Right.
He just moved down here. Now, I don't think frankly Democrats did themselves any favor. Angie Nixon just recently joined the Democratic Socialists of America. I do not think anybody with that title is winning a statewide race in this very red state. In fact, there's a project called the University of Virginia called the Crystal Ball. and they make prognostications on Senate and Congress congressional races. And last night, after she won, they moved that the Florida race out of even being in contention,
right,
to say it's a safe Republican seat. Like there's
Yeah.
not, but I don't think Florida Democrats care about that. And I think you could possibly give them some props for saying they didn't want a carpetbagger who they didn't think would be here. Nixon has been in the legislature. She's been working, and they said they wanted to have her, even if it leads to their own demise.
Wow, how crazy! But you're right. I think the being in Florida for only 3 years was a big player. The carpetbagging thing obviously came through. That was one of the only things we heard when we mentioned it a little bit earlier.
And if we can.
When you're in Florida, the way Florida is, 3 years is being like 20 years in another state.
Really?
Yeah, but
so it's like dog year. You've got it on a dog year scale.
It wears on you.
Yeah. Anything else stand out?
Does that. And let me, because let me take a theme from that. The same way that Democrats rejected somebody who they didn't think it really cut their teeth on Florida politics. In Orange County, there was another big upset in the mayor's race. Stephanie Murphy was a member of Congress, a respected member of Congress. If memory serves, she stepped down. She wasn't defeated. She came in and had more money than the other three candidates combined. And she had big checks. She had $100,000 from Disney. To the best of my knowledge, Disney has never given a candidate $100,000. Sometimes it's like, laundered through these PACs and things. And it ended up not doing her any favors. She didn't even make the runoff. There were 4 candidates. She didn't make the top 2. Instead, voters in Orange County voted for Tiffany Moore Russell, who's been a county commissioner and a clerk of court. I think you're going to probably guess she's going to be our next mayor, because the second place guy who just beat Stephanie Murphy by 1 point is a Republican named Chris Messina. He got about 28% of the vote. Well, that's about how many Republicans there are in Florida. And while 28%, in Orange County, and while 28% was enough to make a runoff in a 4-way race, I still think it's going to be about 28% in a 2-way race, and he's not going to do much better.
So what are the experts saying? What was the problem with Stephanie Murphy's campaign? What was the big stumbling point?
I personally think one of the stumbling points was all that big money. I don't think people liked it. Now, do I think that a majority of voters see $100,000 from Disney and just think it's disgusting? No, but she missed the runoff by 1 point. And do I think there are that many people who say, we're sick of having candidates who have the tourism stamp of approval on there, and it cost her that making the runoff? Yeah, I do think.
Scott, I watched the debate, and I was a big Stephanie Murphy fan going into it, and I thought she got bested. She didn't come out of that debate great. I thought Moore did well, and I thought Uribe did well. But she ended up finishing 4th in last night's voting. But
yes,
I thought
frankly,
Stephanie Murphy
like
did
Stephanie,
not show well.
I like Stephanie, and I thought she's very serious. But and frankly, in my opinion, she was the cleanest candidate. Uribe had some messiness.
Right, yeah.
She was the one we talked about one time before. Right. She took her Skybox tickets. And gave them to her husband's charity.
Yep.
These were taxpayer things. I didn't like that. Even Moore Russell had some campaign finance stuff I wrote about I was not happy about. Stephanie Murphy was pretty clean, but Maya Uribe also did something that really ticked off Democrats. She didn't resign her seat to run for this office, and by not resigning her seat in time, she gave it to Ron DeSantis to fill to a point with a Republican. And a lot of Democrats are like, why are you clinging on to another 2 or 3 months of office and giving Ron DeSantis? So she finished in a real distant 4th. One thing I liked about Myra was she was the only one really sticking to the tourism industry.
And that's what I got her.
Yeah, right. Well, but I think the other things overshadowed that. Stephanie had also talked about diversifying the hotel tax. Interestingly, Tiffany Moore Russell has not said much about things like that. And I think, and here's another thing. You want to know how lobbying and endorsements work? The Hotel and Lodging Association endorsed Stephanie Murphy early on. When apparently they started reading their own polls, they also endorsed Tiffany Moore Russell.
Oh, so
they endorsed. two people running against each other in the same race, presumably, I'm thinking, so they can say, oh, see, we endorse the winner.
That's funny because, going with what Jack said about watching the debate, the thing I read this morning about Stephanie Murphy and one of the reasons she did so poorly, and it was a big story, other than just Central Florida, because of how much money she had. And, of course, we kind of link money to opportunity and wins in politics these days. But they said that she really was kind of tepid on the topics. She really wouldn't make a stance on things and tried to play middle of the road just to get into the runoff and then lean on maybe her cash at that point to inundate the county with ads, but it did not work that way. She did not take a stance on anything, and apparently that came back to bite her. That's what I read this morning.
Yeah, I think there's some truth. I think a lot of people who followed the process didn't think that Stephanie Murphy really understood the issues, and because she wasn't part of the issues for the last 8 years like these other folks were. I think she studied up. I think she was very smart, but I think it looked like she was a newcomer to a lot of this stuff. That said, I'm the guy who asked all four of these candidates, I think it was 16 questions, and went through 90,000 words or whatever it was. I can tell you with relative certainty, Tiffany Moore Russell gave the vaguest answers of any of these candidates when it came to what they were going to do. So make what you will of that.
Anything else that stood out last night?
Yes, I think the biggest thing, and this is what I'm going to be writing about Sunday, is the school board race. And normally listeners' ears might glaze over when you talk about school board politics, but there was a big one here. There was a Moms for Liberty candidate running against a veteran school board member, and the Moms for Liberty candidate named Alicia Ferran. She's one who'd appeared with Ron DeSantis at book banning events, one who tried to get John Green, the hometown author John Green, award-winning, a guy responsible for getting a generation of teens interested in reading, tried to get one of his books banned because one book I read the whole damn book after she started fussing about it, had 2 pages with the sex scene. And I've always said, if my teenage son, who has access to porn on his phone and probably his friend's phone, if he read a 350-page book so that he could score 1 page of sex, I think I'd give him a raise.
That's pretty funny.
I'd give him an allowance. I'd take him out. Anyway. So Alicia Ferran was running against Angie Gallo, who was really anti-Moms for Liberty. And Moms for Liberty got crushed in Orange County, just demolished. Woo-hoo! It was 58-42, something like that. It was not even, and I believe I think this was a moment where this community was showing that we are not like a lot of what Florida makes headlines for here in Orange County.
Right.
The parents here aren't interested in book banning. They're not interested in having their school board discussions be obsessed with transgender stuff and girls and boys sports. They just want to talk about schools and education and books and not having whitewashed history lessons.
Yeah, that's that I saw that the Moms for Liberty, but they've kind of been losing power since is it not the Hope Florida thing? Were they tied up in the Hope Florida? What else was it?
60 Minutes interview with Scott Pelley.
Yeah.
I thought that started a downward trend for them.
But that and the threesome.
That was there. That's the threesome thing, right? Exactly. That was the one. Because
Bridget. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So
Again,
Bridget
and
and her.
scenes.
No, but he's absolutely right. So Bridget Ziegler and her peers basically took over the Sarasota County School Board.
Why?
And then after that came out, after Bridget had been lecturing all these other families about family morality, and the cops turned over she and her husband, I think if memory serves, their long list of threesomes they were looking for and things like that. Now the Sarasota School Board, I think as of this week, all those people are gone except for one. So you're right. They have turned over. Now, that doesn't stop the Moms for Liberty from peddling their own narrative. Just today, I got a release from the Moms for Liberty saying they're as strong as ever, that nobody should prematurely write their obituary. They claim to have won 13 of the 15 races they endorsed, but I think they used some fake math for that. I mean, they picked counties like Clay and Bay that, they probably have 8 people in them. Somehow they didn't include Orange County, where their candidate was running for school board. That wasn't on their list of losing endorsements. I don't know how they came up with it, but they're still out there. But I think you're right that the public sentiment has said they had enough. And Jack's right. I think it was crystallized in that 60 Minutes piece. That 60 Minutes piece focused on a very conservative community in South Carolina, just outside of Charleston, I think it was. Mm-hmm. It was full of military veterans who were on the school board, and the Moms for Liberty came in. I don't remember how many. They wanted to ban 113 books. And these people in that conservative community read every single one of the books, like I did after Alicia Ferran. And they said, you're crazy.
Yeah.
You're crazy for trying. And this isn't what we want our kids to learn: calculus and biology. And we don't want this to happen. And I think there's been a lot of pushback.
Yeah, man. I think that's great news. Again, I think that when you start mixing those two messages, it becomes very dangerous. And that's happened for many years. It actually continues to happen. I mean, if you're saying it's up in Clay County, my God, man, what is Green Cove Springs going to do?
Right. I mean, if the Monster Liberty want to say they got Clay and Bay and maybe Brevard, all right, you got them.
Right. I think Green Cove Springs' claim to fame is that ship graveyard up there that's off the St. Johns River. There you go.
So anyway, we got a lot more to go. There's a lot of races that didn't even have primaries. The Attorney General, James Uthmeyer, didn't have a primary. He's going to be that's going to be a battle. I don't think we didn't even talk about the Democratic nominee. I think, for instance, Ashley Moody is going to probably wipe the floor with Angie Nixon in the U.S. Senate race.
Yep.
I don't think Byron Donalds, if I had to make a prediction right now, is going to win as handily. I'm always going to put money on the Republican candidate in dark red Florida, but I don't think the party did themselves any favor when Byron ducked all those debates. Remember, he refused to debate a single one of his Republican opponents. I don't think he fares very well when he's asked to think on his feet. I don't think he has good answers. I think his wife's been involved in some stuff that he doesn't like to talk about. So yeah, I think that's going to be more interesting to watch.
The one thing I do though is, obviously we've heard about Byron Donalds because he's been in the Republican scene. Republicans have dominated Florida politics for decades now, and you hear about him, you hear his name. Of course, you hear Trump talking about him, and his name is top of mind when it comes to Republicans in Central Florida. But I hear nothing about David Jolly. I don't know anything about David Jolly. His name is not being really. I don't know. Are Democrats just not spending money on him because they don't think he's got a chance?
He's aired his first commercial out today, and again,
really?
It goes to the war coffers.
Is that what it is?
When you and for all of those believing the data centers, no data centers in Florida from Byron Donalds. Chase the money and see who's given him his money for his campaign. There's no way he's going to be able to keep that promise to the people of Florida.
And I'm going to be curious to see whether data centers is really a dividing issue. I'm not convinced it will. But to your point, Jim, most people don't know David Jolly. So before the primary, Byron Donalds tried to introduce Florida to David Jolly by running all these campaigns that were about transgender and girls and boys' bathrooms and things like that. Now, I'm going to submit that on my list of 25 things I care about, that issue doesn't make the list, but he's trying to define him by that before folks get a chance to meet David Jolly themselves. And one other thing, they want to call Angie Nixon, a flaming lefty. That's accurate. That's accurate. That accusation does not fly with David Jolly,
He's a former Republican.
who was a Republican.
Yeah.
Not just a Republican in Congress.
Yeah. And the Nixon thing is kind of interesting, too, because I think, didn't she already kind of start stepping away from the title of Democratic Socialist? Didn't she already, when she was asked about it, like almost immediately she said, I don't deal with titles or tabs or names or something like that, or there's nothing in a name. I mean, she was trying to kind of distance herself from that because, that's what Republicans are doing. They're using, if you read anything on Fox News right now, you're going to see that name. Yeah. If you just go to the front page of their website, that word is used 50 times in 30 stories. It's what they're running on. It's what they're really defending.
And I don't think she'll be able to run away from that. And frankly, I need to check on the timing for that. But what I do know is that she joined the Democratic Socialists recently, during this campaign. So if she joined and then ran away, okay, I don't think she's going to be able to outrun that. But anyway.
Yeah, for sure. Well, buddy, it's always good hearing from you. You can read his columns Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. It's the great Scott Maxwell. Good and loud, guys. There we go. Yay! We'll see you soon, buddy. I love the collar, by the way.
All right. Thank you.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text 77031. Back in just one sec with more of The Jim Colbert Show.
Powered by coffee, chaos, and questionable decisions. Never algorithms. Real Radio 104.1. Guaranteed human.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Hey, everybody, Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Wednesday evening forecast. It's a hot one, and we're going to be expecting scattered showers and thunderstorms across the region as we head through the rest of the overnight tonight. Taking a look ahead towards your Thursday, pretty much a rinse and repeat. Temperatures will slowly start to come down, but those rain chances, they're going up, and we're going to be seeing widespread scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. A few of them may be packing a little bit of a punch, so make sure you watch the radar carefully. Have a great night.
This report is sponsored by Audible. When you start listening to books on Audible, traffic might seem like less of an annoyance and more of an opportunity for another chapter. Audible, stories that speak to you. New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Congratulations to Adrian and Mary, last year's winners of $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. At Reese, installation is included, and most windows are installed in less than 8 weeks with a lifetime guarantee that transfers when you sell. And now is your chance to win them for free. Just text the word TRUST to 20129 to win $25,000 in new windows from Reese Windows and Doors. That's TRUST to 20129.
Can you believe kids are already going back to school? And while it's hard to admit, that means another allergy season is just around the corner. Set your appointment today at Aspire Allergy and Sinus and find a solution for the whole family. Studies show that kids with allergies have a hard time concentrating in school and have more absences than those without allergies. So what are you waiting for? Go to aspireallergy.com and book your appointment today. That's aspireallergy.com.
Hi, this is Mike Lester with Talon Wealth and the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show, and I have another investment idea for those seeking great returns with limited risk. Recently, we did a structured note for our clients, paying them 18.75% per year for 4 years, and it was great for clients seeking income or growth and principal protection. The note was based on the S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we place the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, just give us a call at 407-606-6000.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
Hey, Russ Rollins here. Let me tell you something. When you sign your insurance policy, sometimes some brokers, that's the finish line. They shake your hand, commission done, and then you may not hear from them again until renewal time. Your business runs all year, and so do the gaps and risks. That's why I'm introducing SuperSure. Your company has more than 25 employees. Whether you're the owner, CFO, or HR manager, it can be too complex to just buy a policy online. SuperSure is the super agency built for you. Licensed in every state for your business insurance and employee benefits, all with year-round support for you and your team. At supersure.com, you can access tools like the fine print facts tool, which translates your current policy into English so you know what's covered and what's not. Plus, a business value calculator so you can estimate what your business is worth, so you know exactly what needs to be protected. It's supersure.com. That's supersure.com. One super agency, one powerful platform, all policies in one place. Go to supersure.com. That's supersure.com.
Paid for by Supersure Insurance Agency, LLC, a licensed insurance agency.
At Mayo Clinic in Florida, we're treating the untreatable. Using a patient's unique genetic makeup, our researchers are developing personalized cancer vaccines that help stimulate the immune system to better fight the disease and prevent it from recurring. We're making more possible at Mayo Clinic because every day we're doing what's never been done. Learn more at mayoclinic.org/possible. Mayo Clinic. You know where to go.
Ice Cube's Big 3 season has come down to this. The Big 3 Championship is coming to Charlotte. Who will be crowned the Big 3 Season 9 champion? Plus the Big 3 All-Star Game. The biggest names in the game, all on one court, one more time. 2 games of the most physical, competitive, and non-stop 3-on-3 action. The game played the way you love. Watch live Saturday on CBS at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, and catch replays Monday on BET.
Yay, yay!
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine. and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
New SUVs are flying off the lot at RC Hill Mitsubishi. RC, what is going on there?
People are going crazy for my SUV sales event. New Outlander SUVs under 20 grand. Way below MSRP. I'm talking thousands off.
I just got a new Outlander, and it's awesome.
My Mitsubishi Outlanders are thousands less than the competition. You get all the tech, third row seating, and a lifetime warranty. Lifetime. Outlander SUVs receive the highest IIHS safety rating. And right now, get 0% financing. 0 for 72 months. Plus, I'm paying $3,000, $4,000, even $6,000 more for your trade, regardless of miles or condition.
They got me out of my trade. Thanks, RC.
And we have over 200 certified used cars and trucks. Under 20 grand, under $300 a month. At RC Hill Mitsubishi. Just 2 miles off I-4 into land. RCHill.com. That's RCHill.com.
Offers plus tax, tag, and title to qualified buyers. When you're finally off the clock after a long day, dishes put away, kids asleep, feet kicked up, heartburn. Don't let heartburn take over your hard-earned moment. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Nothing works faster for heartburn relief. Alka-Seltzer effervescent tablets begin neutralizing stomach acid in seconds, so you can get back to your one more episode marathon. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Because nothing works faster for heartburn relief. Use as directed.
It's a crime to pay more than a dime. One dime down at RC Hill Mitsubishi in DeLand. Just go to rchill.com.
Radio. Real Radio. 104.1.
Obviously, this is why YouTube was created. Obviously, at Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
Hey, in keeping with the pet segment you just had,
Yeah.
Today in history in 1960, there were 2 dogs. You got to look at their pictures. They're adorable. Belka and Strelka were the first 2 animals from planet Earth to successfully go around in a Russian rocket and then come back to Earth safely. Look them up. They're adorable. Belka and Strelka. Y'all have a good day.
Yeah, we have them up right now. Check that out. That's pretty cool. All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. They made like a cartoon movie out of them?
Yeah,
that's kind of cool.
I think they were kind of celebrity dogs. They have like stuffed versions.
Yeah.
And then one I saw, they have them like stuffed and in glass.
What would be the American version of that?
There's the stuffed and in glass. Did we send up monkeys or chimpanzees?
Yeah, I don't think anything came back with us, right?
No, I don't believe so.
I don't think anything made it back with us. I think we had a couple of them we sent up there, but
Did those Russian dogs make it back?
What I'm saying is, yeah, they said they did, though, right?
Okay.
What animal would we have in our culture that would be deserved of like a movie? I mean, like Rin Tin Tin, Lassie, but those are all fictional characters, right? Do we have a dog that did something cool that you could make a movie over?
Call of the Wild, right?
Which was one that where the dog ran and got help for? What is Call of the Wild? Which one is that?
Was it Buck?
I think Homeward Bound was a
true story.
I believe so.
My dog Jeter used to get the newspaper.
Okay,
Can we
very
make a
good.
movie there?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah.
I used to make short movies.
Short
I put them on-
film.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
He is.
Coming up at the end of this month is going to be a really, really cool event. It is 14 sketches. It is happening in Mount Dora with our very own Ross Padgett, Comedian of the Year, according to the Orlando Weekly.
Yeah, how about that?
Orlando's best comedian. That's like the 6th one, I think, for him there.
Yeah, congratulations to him.
Of course, his buddy Joel Warren. Actually, Joel's calling us today to talk about Good Sauce that comes on tonight at 8 o'clock. Joel is his partner in crime. And that show is going to Mount Dora. I believe this is the first time they've done this outside of the Fringe Fest when it comes to like picking out of the 20 that they have, the 14 best, and then providing that as like a show.
Yeah. So, the year one when they did it 3 years ago at the Fringe, it was, or 2.5 years, it was 10 sketches.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next year they did 10 more. So they've done 20 total, but never in one show. They've only done 10. So what they did is they took their 14 best in that, So it'll probably be about a 90-minute, maybe 75 or 105-minute show, hour and 45 minutes.
Sure.
Or so.
Yeah.
And it's going to be all them on stage doing these sketches, and some of them are fantastic. Others are good. Some are no.
I saw the gay cowboy one yesterday on Instagram.
Yeah.
It made the rounds. It's pretty funny.
Some of them, and actually it's one that Joel wrote. We could talk about it, but the baseball sketch, the Abbott and Costello thing, is just
brilliant.
So brilliant. Absolutely.
It is so good. All this is also just produced right here in Orlando, written and staged and acted out by Joel and Ross. And I got to tell you, if you want something different for entertainment, movies are fine. There's nothing wrong with stand up, but this is like imagine like a live SNL show. You're getting like a live Saturday Night Live, like a sketch comedy written and performed by both of these guys, and it's really funny. I'm telling you, dude, it is pro level stuff. So you are going to have a very good time. And the cool thing is, it doesn't stop. There is no. Are they having a?
No,
I think it's just continually through, right? So you never have to worry about being entertained.
Right. Each one is about 6 minutes long, and then they just, they leave the stage, they come back, and they do another one.
Yeah.
Completely different story, but funny nonetheless. And, I mean, it's always great. We love the Mount Dora Music Hall there. 6:30, doors will open. That show will start at 8. This is on Saturday, August 29th. I'm going to be there. I'm looking forward to it. And, they have VIP seating as well as general admission. But get your tickets now. RealRadio.fm/comedy.
Yeah.
Don't wait on it. Just get it. Get good seats. You get to pick your seat. And it's going to be a night you're going to be glad you went.
Yeah, 100%. I'll be there as well. I can't wait for it. I know Deb will be there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a good-ass time. So
2 blocks away.
Yeah, get your tickets at rosscomedy.com or
realradio.fm/comedy.
Nice. Somebody said that Balto is a real dog?
Balto, yes.
Is that the sled dog?
I think so.
Yeah, that is. I think that's the sled dog, right?
Has to do with snow in Alaska.
Yeah. But I figure what he did.
Isn't he one of the Iditarod dogs who first brought the medicine?
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah, the medicine to Nome.
Right, yeah.
Nome.
And, of course, the St. Bernard we saw in all the Looney Tunes with the whiskey in the jug.
Yeah,
that's
very important.
Very important dog, right? I can't think of any others or any other animals that we could actually memorialize in a movie.
So I think we've got the Kentucky Derby winners. We've had a couple of horse movies.
Yeah, but okay, so stick with me on this. I mean, so with this, what were the 2 dogs again? Svelko and Shelko or whatever? But they went to space. Like, they did something like extraordinary. I mean,
they didn't. They were put into a space capsule.
But they
the
did.
look on their face was like, dude, I didn't sign up for this.
Well, do you think
I'll get the newspaper.
You think those sled dogs want to do that?
Oh, have you ever seen a sled dog?
Well, I mean, I've seen them.
They can't wait.
They look happy, but I mean, is that just training?
I've never seen a dog who, cries and pulls at the rope like that. I wish, I don't know enough about mushing to complain about their living conditions, but from the way it looks like those dogs live to run.
Dude, that is real man stuff too, by the way. Just when you think you've done something in life, you just read about the Iditarod and you are not there. I mean, that is a different human being that does that.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt.
And Balto already has a movie, Jim. 1995 animated feature. I'm sure on Deb's short list of, things to watch.
Have you seen Balto, by the way?
No.
No. Very good. All right.
Deborah.
407-916-1041. Again, text us at 770 if you want to tease the Publix story. I will tell you what Publix is changing. And I got to tell you, I'm not 100% sure it's going to affect anybody because I'm not sure anybody paid attention. I'll tell you what it is next.
Your 30 seconds of airtime awaits. The Talkback feature on the free iHeartRadio app. Follow Real Radio 104.1, tap the microphone, and speak.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Right lanes blocked on I-4 eastbound at Florida's Turnpike. Northbound on I-95 before Old Dixie Highway. There's a crash block in the right lane there. An accident on Florida's Turnpike northbound near Osceola Parkway. The roadways are starting to get busy. There's a crash reported on Tap Vineland Road near OBT. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center. I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University. At Rasmussen University, getting started has never been easier. Thanks to multiple start dates, a generous transfer credit policy, and no SAT or ACT requirements. You bring the ambition, we'll help you build the future. Learn more at rasmussen.edu.
Core Flooring Center in Winter Park. That's right on 436, right in the Castleton Plaza. I know that because I drove right by it today, and that is the location you want to go when it comes to flooring in your home. It's our buddy Corey. It's Core Flooring Center. He's been doing this for a couple of decades. He's an expert when it comes to flooring, and he also knows how to get you the best deal. He has a best price guarantee on all installed products. So if you bring Corey a quote, let's say you went to the box store, you got a quote on flooring, bring it to Corey. He guarantees to beat it. And for a limited time, you're also going to save 10% off all flooring and installation. That's starting at just $1 a square foot. Corey also will donate to the Carla K Cancer Screening Fund for all purchases made by Real Radio listeners. Trust your floor to someone who has over 20 years experience in the flooring industry and an installer he's been working with for almost that long as well. He gives you a lifetime installation warranty. They did 2 rooms in my home, did a fantastic job with a huge selection of waterproof laminate, luxury vinyl planks, wood flooring, even carpeting for all your flooring needs. The website is coreflooringfl.com. That's core, C-O-R-E, coreflooringfl.com.
For more information about contests on this station, go to realradio.fm/rules.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Are you looking for information on a reverse mortgage or HELOC? It's so easy to get a quote at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Save time and money with a wood fence in a box from Fence Outlet. It comes with everything you need for an average backyard of 120 feet, starting at $1,392. Visit fenceoutlet.com. License number C10252 and C10803.
When you need cash fast, there are some things you don't need.
Credit checks.
Complicated forms.
A long wait. At Amscot, walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with cash in minutes. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
You don't pay for iHeartRadio. Our advertisers do. That's why it's always been and always will be 100% free. Radio, music, podcasts. Download the iHeartRadio app now.
Sell your home stress-free this summer with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Skip the hassle of a traditional home sale while receiving the strongest cash offer in the industry. Hi, it's Jack, and I'm here with my friend Mark Spain. Mark, how does the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate eliminate all the stress for the home seller?
Well, selling your home through a traditional way is very stressful because you have costly repairs, you have appraisals, you have a lot of things that add stress to an already stressful situation. With the guaranteed offer, there are no repairs, there's no showings, there's no lock boxes. It's real simple. We bring you a strong cash offer. You can close in as little as 21 days and move when you want to on your time.
Thanks to the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can skip the hassle of a traditional home sale and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com and find out what your guaranteed offer will be. There is no obligation. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Dan Dennis here. Look, I don't need an attorney to tell you distracted driving is bad. Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt sees the aftermath every single day, and it's awful. So do me a favor. Eyes on the road, hands on the wheel, and keep it right here on Real Radio. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Just call Mo.com.
Okay, here's the deal. You gotta get up, shower, get dressed, then get in the car, but there's a sausage McMuffin with egg meal with crispy hash browns and small McCafe coffee waiting for you at McDonald's for just $5. Did I mention you can now choose hot or iced coffee? I knew you could do it. McDonald's, your morning handled. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. For a limited time only. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing. Some people are embarrassed to admit they like saving money. Not me. I'm a fan of saving and a fan of McDonald's. And while everything else keeps going up, nothing hits better than ordering the Big Mac meal. Crispy medium fries, ice cold Coca-Cola, $8. It's delicious, it fills me up, and honestly, I'm proud of it. Big Mac meal. $8, only at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. For a limited time only. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing. Coca-Cola is a registered trademark of the Coca-Cola Company.
Now that we have AT&T Fiber Internet in our home, our connection's so fast it can handle streaming, gaming, surfing, and video conferencing for the whole family. The only downside? Our kids' friends are coming over way more often than we'd like. Hey, Jaden, Braden, Zayden, come on in, you guys. Luke, what's up, buddy? How's baseball going? I've got the game streaming in the den. Maybe you can pick up some pointers before we take on Kennedy next week. Ashley A, Ashley D, Ashley P, is this for a group project again? Because last time it looked a lot like high-speed reality TV research. Hey, Kristen! You got the ring light and the tripod this time. Don't forget to tag the house with the fastest internet. Honey, it's going to be another late one. We're going to need more snacks.
Tell all your neighbors, AT&T Fiber has arrived. Hyper-fast internet is now available in your neighborhood. Learn more at att.com/internet. Limited availability in select areas.
Need a new roof or windows? Visit hbnusa.com.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. If you don't know what web goals are, consider yourself lucky. If you feel like helping out, go to JimColbertLive.com and look at stuff.
Actually, Balto only did the last 10 miles of that trip. There's another dog named Toga that did all of the miles and all of the dangerous stuff that they put in those movies. The Fat Electrician made a video about it. The dog's name is Toga.
Mr. Jim, yes, we sent up Ham the chimp, and he came back safely. Ham, my uncle, my mom's brother, Howard Hill, invented the life support system that Ham used in space. True story.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Ham the chimp.
Yep, like I said, do not.
Who knew Evil Eye was connected to the person responsible for keeping Ham alive?
Us now.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate that very much. Big thanks to the friends over at Orlando Weekly for all their wonderful accolades for the program. If you haven't heard, we won the, we were third best radio show. Deb was third best voice in radio. Real Radio was number one. Brendan Kravitz was second best sports. Angel was third best sports. Yeah. Ross Padgett wins Best Comedian in Central Florida.
Yeah, he did.
Pet Alliance, it was just in here, wins 5 awards.
Yep. Corporate Time with Tom and Dan won a couple of awards.
A couple? They won like 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job, guys. Real Radio dominant. I love it. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
He is.
All right, public shoppers, get ready. You're about to see something completely different in your public shopping experience. And it really isn't that big of a deal.
Moving away from the color green.
That's not ever going to be it. I mean, that is
prices.
That is
green is for the money that you got to bring. That's a reminder when you're in the parking lot. You see the sign, you're like, oh, that's right, I got to bring in and get money.
Yeah, I better have a lot of this before I go in there. No, what do you think, Deborah? What could it be? What do you think Publix is changing? By the way,
no self-checkouts.
No.
Oh.
But by the way, every store has this. Every grocery store I've ever been in has this. Publix is the first I've heard that is nixing it. And to be honest with you, it's kind of weird because, I mean, I've used it a bunch of times.
Public bathroom.
No.
Can't pay at the service desk.
Ooh, that is a damn good one. And the thing is that's a straight up Publix cheat code.
Yeah.
If you only have like a couple handful of things, you go straight to where they like sell lottery tickets and stuff, and they have to check you out.
Yeah. I gotta get cigarettes. I'm gonna go to the service.
No more express lanes.
Oh.
No more 10 items or less.
What?
They've taken away the 10 items or less lane. They're not doing that anymore. What they're doing it now is just calling it express lane, which means nothing. It literally means nothing.
It's one of the only lanes with a human in it because the rest will be self-checkout.
Yeah, it says the Florida-based Publix supermarket has dropped the traditional 10-item limit from its express lanes, giving some store employees more flexibility to manage checkout traffic and potentially reduce wait times. Now, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm one of the few people that kind of adhered to that.
Oh, I did too.
I would literally pull over before I went to check out and count. And now look, would you give yourself?
Because you don't want to be the D-bag who goes in with 20 items. But if you've got 11 or 12.
What is your limit? Because I got to tell you, I created my own limit.
Anything under 15. So like,
well, what if it's 10 or less?
That's what it says.
It says 10 or less, you're going in with 15.
Well, I mean, maybe not 15, but 12.
Listen, here's the other thing, too. My rationale gets way even worse, Jack. If you're mad at her rationale, prepare your anger, buddy, because it's going to get worse. I determine it on the size of the items. If I go into that lane and I have like 13 items, but 2 of them are like hams or turkeys or big items like that, I consider that like more than one item. So if I have like 11 items, but 2 of them are giant or a 12-pack of beer or something, I will go to another lane because I think that's I don't know why.
A 12-pack of beer is one item.
It is one item. You're correct.
Okay.
But it's a big item, and for some reason, I always thought those 10-item checkout things were for small stuff that they get scanned pretty quick. I don't even think you should be able to take like your produce in there that they have to weigh and all that stuff.
I was just about to say, this so reminds me of the Progressive commercial where they talk about turning into your parents. And they're going through the express lane, and the guy hands over a bag of produce and says, "This counts as one."
Yeah, but that's exactly it. Like, I don't think you should be in there because that slows everything down. The items that you go into the express lane, especially the 10 items when that was still there, should be things that are easy to scan. Like when you're taking, like, you have
it doesn't matter. You're still going to end up behind the little old lady who's going to pay for some of it in cash, some of it in pennies. Oh, she forgot that coupon. And can I write a check for the rest?
Oh yeah. It's the worst ever. And by the way,
there's nothing express about that.
Don't ever get behind an old person in a checkout line because the minute they reach into that person, by the way, you've already unloaded your basket and there's already some behind you. So you're stuck. It's like being in a drive-through where you've pulled in there and now there are 15 people behind you and it's taken forever. You can't go anywhere. Exactly that scenario. That lady is going to pay. Oh, can I pay with this for a check from Canada?
Is a BOGO one item or 2?
How dare you do that?
Mucking up the system.
It's 2 items, Jack. It's one sale, but it's 2 items.
It's every time you scan something, that's an item, right?
Yes. So you have to scan both of them for inventory purposes.
I agree. It's 2 items.
Yeah.
But
you only get charged 1, but you get charged 0 for the second.
By the way, you need to start checking your receipts for those. By the way, what were you gonna say, Deborah?
No, I was going to say technically.
Yeah.
There's only one item on the receipt, so you could just pretend that poof.
I think the other item
disappeared.
It shows up.
Yeah. See, Aldi doesn't play around with this. Aldi doesn't play with that. Aldi just says enter this area at your own risk.
Yeah.
And then because I'm telling you, there is no more mad mugging than somebody taking too long checking out at Aldi.
Yeah.
And for people who haven't been to Aldi, there are no belts.
Nope.
There's nobody.
No,
No.
You don't have a belt?
We do not have belts at our Aldi. You walk up and it's just the register and you pull it out one by one and you put it in the bag and off you go. That's it.
Oh, you have an Aldi from like the 1800s or something?
I guess.
We have a belt. There's no express. There's always like one checkout person. If the line hits the freezer, the freezer area or the end cap, then they'll open up a second one. But it's like the checkout person also is the stock person because if there's no one there, they're doing something else. And it's like they get paid by how many people they move through because they move so fast.
Yeah. And there are like 3 employees that are working Aldi. I don't care if it's 70,000 square feet. And God forbid you have a question. Don't do that at Aldi. Look, Aldi is there for the basic. You go in there, you're on your own, you get it, you get out. It is the most adult grocery experience you can have. Nobody's babying you at Aldi. Aldi is like being raised by the military. It is like you get in, you get your stuff, you get the blank out of my face.
Time out. You and I have different Aldi experiences because I've always had great interaction when I had to ask someone a question. And also, you're talking about your 40-pound ground beef yesterday at Aldi?
$40.
Yeah, thank you. I went and it was their grass-fed organic beef is $6 a pound.
The cube for beef stew? Did you look at that or did you look at ground beef?
Ground beef.
Yeah, ground beef's about $7 a pound over there. That cube beef is different.
Oh, the cube beef.
Yeah, that's like steak, dude. That's like but not, but it is.
I still believe you're wrong.
Yeah, it could be. Who knows? But that Aldi experience, I mean, look, man, the Publix thing, that's like being raised by like parents at like wealthy parents.
But it almost got like sometimes it's like a little too helpful.
What, with Publix?
Yeah,
they ask a lot of questions at checkout. Right? Yeah, did you find everything you needed? Yeah, I'm here.
I just sometimes it's a little. It's like
yeah.
You know, are they robots?
No,
are these people?
Well, they're trained.
Too much kindness.
They're
for
trained
you, Jack?
well.
A little bit. It's that Chick-fil-A kindness. Yeah.
And by the way, the other thing that Aldi will do that is like Aldi does not care about what time it is. When it's time to stock a shelf, Aldi isn't going to bring out like a shopping cart of stuff and stock the shelves. Aldi's going to drag out a full-blown warehouse lift with a pallet of S, and it covers up half the aisle. It blocks a third of the product you want to shop to, and it is like 2:30 Sunday afternoon. They don't give a damn, dude.
I don't understand. You're spitting all this hate on Aldi the past 2 days.
I'm not hating on them.
You are.
I promise you, it's a great experience, but these guys are like, look, they just don't care about your feelings a bunch.
Sundays, that is the busiest time. I went to Aldi on a Sunday once. I go, okay, I'm not doing that again. That's when everyone is at Aldi.
That is when I told you last week when I went. We went there to get stuff to make my dog's food with because we make our dog's food, and we just went in there for like spinach, sweet potatoes, and ground beef. And bro, let me tell you, I came out with 3 bullet wounds. It's like a war in there, man. And do not slow down in an Aldi. They should make those baskets smaller, by the way. The Aldi baskets are really big. They're like Walmart the carts.
Yeah.
They're like Walmart carts. So you go in there and the aisles aren't that big. So if there's like 2 people in the aisle, you can't go anywhere.
I got to go to your Aldi.
You do.
I have to experience.
And they just opened a new one, by the way. Somebody just texted in earlier and said the one that they built one up the street, probably about 4 miles, and it just opened. Maybe that one's got belts.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. Mine does. Mine was built in the 20th century or 21st.
Yeah, but so as far as Publix goes, no more 10 items or less. I guess you just slide in there. I don't even know what express means now. What does that mean?
It's human. It's got to be human.
Yeah.
It's just the fact that it's not self-checkout.
But they still call it express. I don't understand. It says we're just going to express. We're not doing the 10 items thing. Well, what's express? It doesn't. That means it's not different than any of the other registers.
What does the story say?
It doesn't say anything. It doesn't talk about it. So it just says we're going to call it express.
What was the other restrictions on the express lane used to be? So 10 items or less, right?
Right, that's it.
Was there any, not the check thing, nothing else?
No, nothing else. I mean, you don't have to pay in cash. You can still pay with your card, check, whatever the case may be.
Maybe express means there's a bag person.
Ooh. Or not a bag person. I mean, isn't it...
Wouldn't a bag person get you through sooner?
Yeah, but I mean, Publix, if it's busy, Publix will bring over some bag boys or bag girls, and they'll bag your groceries. But that actually, can I tell you something? That's been a lot less lately. It used to be every single time you bought something for Publix, your groceries were bagged by somebody and put into because they'll ask you paper, plastic, they do the whole thing. And now that is not a guarantee. I have bagged my own groceries at Publix the last 2 or 3 times.
Poor thing.
No, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that's not my job.
Maybe that's what Express is that they have someone to bag it, and the bag people will only be at Express.
Man, I don't know.
And that way they don't have to pay for all the other bags.
Yeah, who knows? I'd love to tell you, but my piece of S computer just froze up, and I can't read the rest of the story for you. I could sneak down to the bottom and maybe show you what the answer is, but this non-Mac computer just decided it's taking a small break now.
Oh, there you go.
Is this karma? You're everything you put out so much negativity.
What's negative about anything I just said?
Oh, the pallet blocks the things where I want to shop, and the cart is too wide.
It's all true.
And the cube steak was $40.
It's all true. It's not complaining. It's just true. I still go there,
and there's no belt on at my checkout.
Oh, my computer decided to work. Look at there you go. All I had to do is bitch at it a little bit, and it works. I think what they're trying to do with the Express thing is like just say, look, man, if you got a small order and you don't want to wait, slide over here. But they're not really pointing it out. They're not giving you any parameters.
Well, yeah, there was no teeth, right?
Yeah,
they weren't kind of kicking anyone out.
No.
If someone had 12 items, they would never tell them they could not check out.
And they even mentioned the payment options. Like, we're not going to do anything with the payment option either. You can do whatever you want. You can pay in Bitcoin. You can pay in a stolen baby. It doesn't matter. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Back in just 1 sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
If people get their vote results very quickly, like we do in the state of Florida, Florida is really good about this. I also like what they do in some Middle Eastern countries.
Where the women can't vote? You like that?
That's not what I was saying, and you know it, sir.
The News Junkie. Weekdays at 11 on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Right lanes blocked on I-4 eastbound at Florida's Turnpike. Northbound on I-95 before Old Dixie Highway. There's a crash block in the right lane there. An accident on Florida's Turnpike northbound near Osceola Parkway. The roadways are starting to get busy. There's a crash reported on Tap Vineland Road near OBT. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Staples. All right, it's officially the most wonderful time of the year at Staples. They've got back-to-school supplies as low as 25 cents, up to 40% off select tech, 20% off for teachers, and more. Check out all the deals at staples.com/back-to-school. Staples, that was easy.
Jim Colbert Show question of the day is now in our YouTube chat. Go to realradio.fm/watch. You can connect with that there, and we'll talk about the results at the end of the program. Today, it's brought to us by We Are Beyond a Bank. Mortgage lenders. That's Brad Siebert and his team of experts. Been on this station for nearly 2 decades, telling you about the better ways where you can get the money you need, whether you're buying a new home, maybe you want to take advantage of the equity in your own home and just refinance it. Maybe it's a new construction or commercial lending. Brad Siebert can help you. Matter of fact, now licensed in all 50 states, but still maintaining that primary focus of getting you the money you need for your mortgage. Also, We Are Beyond a Bank. Find them on Facebook. Follow them there. Each and every month, they give away a $100 gift card, something they started earlier this year. And each and every month, there's a listener or a follower of their Facebook page getting that $100 gift card. It could be you, but you need to follow We Are Beyond a Bank on Facebook. And for all your mortgage questions and needs, check out their website, wearebeyondabank.com. NMLS ID number 421593.
This earful of Real Radio is brought to you by Tools Ace Hardware.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival,
presented by Capital One,
is coming back to Las Vegas.
September 18th and 19th at T-Mobile Arena.
Stream it live on Disney Plus and Hulu. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way to be there.
Some apps say they're free, then come the fees. Not the iHeart app. It's 100% free. No required subscriptions to access the best live radio stations, free playlists, podcasts, and more. Download the free iHeart app today.
iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. The number one mistake people make when getting a mortgage is not comparing their quote. It's so easy to compare at my website, thatmortgageguydon.com.
With thatmortgageguydon.com.
Hey, it's Russ Rollins from the Monsters in the Morning. A lot of people don't think about uninsured motorist coverage until it's too late, but Orlando attorney Mo DeWitt taught me that UM coverage protects you. Now, I'm not an attorney, but if Mo DeWitt says it's important, I know it is because he's speaking from experience. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. JustCallMo.com.
Your loan is important to us. Please hold. You could be approved in days.
Not at Amscot. Just walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info, and walk out with $50 to $1,000 in minutes. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment changeouts and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Discover /Distillery, a unique distillery and blending house focusing on creating one-of-a-kind spirits in the heart of Winter Park. Step into their modern tasting room for expertly crafted cocktails and a truly elevated experience. /Distillery. Visit drink/.com.
Hi, this is Mike Lester with Talon Wealth and the Guarding Your Nest Egg radio show, and I have another investment idea for those seeking great returns with limited risk. Recently, we did a structured note for our clients, paying them 18.75% per year for 4 years, and it was great for clients seeking income or growth and principal protection. The note was based on the S&P, gold, and silver, and our clients won't lose principal as long as none of the ETFs are down more than 40% 4 years from when we placed the trade, and the bank guaranteeing them doesn't default. This isn't an offer because we already traded this note, and structured notes aren't for everyone. But if you would like to know more about how structured notes work and what we currently have available, just give us a call at 407-606-6000.
Advisory services offered through Talent Private Wealth, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. The opinions voiced and information provided in this material are for general informational purposes only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In Office Orlando.
Sell your home stress-free this summer with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Skip the hassle of a traditional home sale while receiving the strongest cash offer on your home. Hi, it's Jack. Don't worry about repainting your scuffed up walls or fixing your leaky faucet. With the guaranteed offer, you can eliminate the costly repairs and sell your home in as little as 21 days. With over 58,000 satisfied clients, you can trust my friends at Mark Spain Real Estate to sell your home quickly and for the most money. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
Imagine this, you and your love hand in hand watching the sunset from a tropical balcony or dancing under the stars on a luxury cruise. That's the magic waiting for you this summer at International Diamond Center. It's the Summer of Romance event, now for a limited time. Make any jewelry purchase over $3,500 and pack your bags for a free romantic getaway on us. Buy that perfect engagement ring or anniversary gift and let IDC buy the honeymoon or escape you'll never forget. Here's how it works. Spend $3,500 and get a 3-day, 2-night romantic hotel getaway plus a $100 Visa card and choose from over 15 dreamy sites. Spend $5,000 on her jewelry and sail away on a 3 or 4 night luxury cruise for 2, or choose a 7-night condo resort stay. Go all in at $10,000 and enjoy a 5-day, 4-night stay at an upscale tropical all-inclusive resort in one of 4 breathtaking countries. At IDC, you buy the jewelry, we give you the getaway. Hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Get all the details and restrictions at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall at Millennia.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Reese Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
There's only one place to watch this nonsense. At Jim Colbert Show on YouTube.
What up, JCS crew? Just a random thought while you're talking about grocery stores, but who remembers old Albertsons wooden revolving table?
Oh, yeah.
Instead of a belt, you know, you put your groceries on there and just go round and around until it got full. They're just random thoughts. I thought that was so cool when I was a kid in the 80s.
I had to stop working so I can send my first talk back. Just so I can address this 10 items or less over here at Publix, because Jimmy gonna sneak up behind me and be like, what's going on with that ham? You just up in the 10 items or less line with a ham?
It doesn't make any
and
sense.
a 4-pack of PBR?
Yeah.
It's a 4-pack, Jimmy.
That's a party.
I don't care that it's a 4-pack. And I'm just sitting there looking all goofy.
Jimmy, I nicht know why you would think we would care about your feelings at Aldi. We are German. Yeah.
He makes a good point.
Hey, everybody, I'm Swilly.
Thanks, Willie.
What happened, Swilly?
I don't know. Where'd Swilly go?
Yeah,
Come back,
Swilly disappeared into the echo chamber he's recording that from. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031. Welcome back. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here as well.
Gremlins.
Do you guys remember the grocery store? What grocery store was it where your cart, actually the front of it would let down onto the checkout area? Do you remember that? The carts were square, but the front of them had a little thing where it would actually let down, and you pulled your cart up, and then you let your little grocery bridge down, and then you just kind of scooped everything out on the, you checked it out straight from the cart.
No place I went on a regular basis. I will guess.
I remember that as a kid, though. I don't
Really?
I don't remember where it was either.
Piggly Wiggly? Oh, Food Lion.
Dude, it may have been Food Lion. But I thought, it may have been in West Virginia, maybe in like an A&P or something like that back in the day. But I remember specifically there was a grocery store where we went where the cart like had a little trick front area,
right?
And instead of like a belt or what he's talking about, a table, you just pulled it right up to the register, and your cart kind of provided its own belt. You just push stuff up, and there was that's what it was. You guys don't remember that?
I
do not,
but our audience will.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. Smartest audience out there. All right, so I saw the story in Yahoo Life. I kind of find interesting because I love watching generations change. I don't know about you guys. We have a unique perspective being around for a few years. We watch kids like we were in the 80s. Then we watch kids and how they act in the 90s, 2000s, 2010s. And then on we go, right? We're almost through the 2020s, which is wild. But things have changed, right? Generation Alpha is one we've talked about for a while, right? It's like finding a bunch of feral puppies under a porch of an abandoned house. They just bite your fingers and face off before they even ask who you are or what you're doing. And they have kind of created their own little language here. And one of the things,
so funny.
One of the things that's interesting is this story in Yahoo Life that says Alpha Generation doesn't say Google it anymore. So they don't do that. Like, in other words, you and I, like, if you asked a question I didn't know the answer to, the wise ass statement, like, well, just Google it. Everybody just Google it, right? They don't say that now. They say something else. You guys want to take a shot at what they say now? Do you know it?
I don't. I just learned a new Gen Z slang word.
Which was?
Polyester.
What is that? It's like somebody's fake or something?
Exactly.
Is that what it is?
If they call it, started in the video editing community when they found something was inauthentic, they would say that's so polyester. But they also use it for people because they say Gen Z, and that would be the generation before Alpha. They're very insecure because they grew up with everything being online,
right,
and social media being their currency. So authenticity is very important to that generation. So what they would,
and by the way,
no,
that's exactly what I thought it would be, but that's not it. I thought it would be like Rocket or something like that. Your chat it. Or something like that, your chosen AI. But there are so many AIs that you can't, like, there's like Bing and stuff like that. Nobody uses that. Everybody uses Google. That's why those two dudes are two of the richest people on planet Earth, because Google has the thing.
I'm going to guess it's going to be something so old school. It's going to be, read a book.
You're onto it.
Really?
You're onto it. It's 3 words. And it's kind of wild that they went from that, because Google it still kind of applies, right? Mm-hmm. Like, if I told you to Google it, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Go to school.
But what they say, the reason they changed it is Google doesn't offer enough information now. So when you just Google something now, it doesn't provide you with the total story that other search engines like AI can offer. So they've kind of moved on from that.
Because they want you, the Googles, they want you to use the AI overview.
Right, exactly.
I've noticed that too. Deep dive it. I'm going to say look it up.
Search it up. Search it up.
Search it
in
up.
other words, that's what moms, and they interviewed a bunch of parents in here, and the parent says, I'm never asked, can I Google it? They're always like, search it up. Search it up. In other words, they're telling you you don't have to use Google anymore. I bet Google hates this more than anything, by the way.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because that's a verb now. But
it is.
But I'm telling you, that is like all.
Hey, they've been living off that for quite a bit.
Yeah, they have.
And I'm telling you, Paige and Bryn are 2 of the richest people alive.
Yeah.
Because of Google and the AdSense thing.
Oh, without a doubt.
And
but power to the new generation.
That's right.
It's their world.
Search it up means that Google is just one of the choices. And as a rule, it doesn't really look like it's one of the big choices. Like this new Alpha generation is completely leaning on AI for all of their information.
That's funny. I would have thought they wouldn't because it seems the generation that hates it the most.
Yeah, it's wild. That is the exact case. That's all we hear about it from Generation Alpha is just what you said. They want authenticity, but in the same sense, they're using AI to get their information.
There's a duality to it, right? There is the part that benefits you personally when you use it for things that make your life easier, and then there's the existential threat of it not, really making you obsolete.
Yeah, Terminator 2 kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is wild. I mean, is this the first full generation with full access to AI? Where does Gen Z stop? Did Gen
Z is the one that's after millennials.
Right. In other words, they did not have access to AI their entire generation either, right? Gen Alpha is the only generation that's been completely immersed in AI.
Correct.
Yeah. Right?
Yes.
It says here that a recent New York Times piece highlighted the generational divide, reporting that Alpha and Gen Z increasingly say, search it up, whereas older generations may say, Google it. It says here, Google it tells you where to go, search it up tells you what to do.
Oh.
So in other words, it's just another step to make life easier for them, because when you Google it, you find the answer, then you have to go search that. With search it up, you punch that in and it gives you all the information on where to go to find more information. Or it just scrapes all the information on that particular topic and dumps it into one readable document. It says because for kids today, there is no single where.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's a bunch of places. There's so Claude, Pilot, Grok. I mean, they're like, how many AIs are out there? ChatGPT.
Mm-hmm.
There are 100 of those things out there now. You just find the one that you like. The one that I guess the interaction is the easiest for you. I would think they're all about the same, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah, I use Pilot, just part of Google, and it works pretty darn well.
I use Ask Jeeves.
Do you really? Shut up, Jack. You're such an ass.
I used to ask. That was a good site.
I never used Ask Jeeves once in my life.
Really? I used to use it all the time.
I didn't know what it was. It was just like the early Google, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Basically, yeah.
Yep.
Is it still around?
No. I think Jeeves passed.
Jeeves is, do not ask Jeeves. Jeeves is dumb.
Yeah. He's in a retirement community.
It wants to give credit for Gen Z.
This is crazy, you guys. Ask Jeeves officially shut down. When do you believe? This was the officially shut down on this date. Ask Jeeves.
My
6 years ago.
You would
2020.
You would think it would be like literally 2010.
Okay, you said 2020?
Yeah.
And you said 2010?
I'll say 2010.
How about this? May 1st, 2026.
It just shut down this year?
It just shut down this year after nearly 30 years of operation. It was launched in 1996 in Berkeley, California.
Wow.
Wow, could have asked Jeeves just 2 months ago.
That's crazy.
Not anymore.
So he's freshly retired.
Is it one of those things where the audience is still there and they're just dying off? The people who they only use Jeeves in the beginning and they're like, I'm not, because I got to tell you, for me, I used Yahoo for years. It took me a while to switch over to Google just because when I went to Google's page, it was just the search engine. Yahoo gave you all kinds of other stuff.
There is something that just ended. I just learned about today, like last night, and I'm like, I had no idea that was still a thing, and this was something I used a lot.
And it's gone now.
Gone.
It's an internet service?
Before, pre-internet.
Pre-internet, and it's gone.
Because I know they're thinking about bringing back MySpace.
Yeah.
So pre-internet.
Pre-internet has to do with media.
Is it like
And you never used it.
I know. I have. I used to use it a lot. I used it in the 70s. I used it
You
in
used
the
it in
80s.
the 70s?
I used it in the 90s.
Oh, it's got to be is it the disc? Is it the
keep going on that.
Disc recorder?
No, keep going.
Is it the encyclopedias on disc?
Columbia House Record and Tape.
Oh, that's right. I just read about that.
Bye-bye.
After what, nearly 70-some years or something?
I didn't know it was still around.
I thought it was like 71 when they opened up or something, wasn't it?
No, it was even earlier than that.
Was it really?
It was. But, I did. I mean, I still have the cassette tapes I got in the late 70s.
Oh, my uncle still has the ruined credit.
And yeah. Well, and that's the
because
thing.
that's the thing, right? It ruined your credit.
Monsters were talking about it. Angel, I think, used to kind of play them. Yeah. Russ and I played by the rules.
Yeah.
And paid it off. But I remember once a month you'd get a CD unless you.
It was an 8-track at first, wasn't it?
Well, you could. They had 8 tracks. They had and then they had albums. You could do
Right.
cassette. I did cassette tapes at first, and then they did CDs when CDs were a thing. But I remember when it would come, if you wrote return on it and put it in your mailbox, if you didn't open it, they would take it back, and then you didn't have to buy that
You didn't get
one.
charged,
Do
right?
you know what year they started?
Columbia House?
Yes.
Late 50s?
Well, hold on. Okay, so did they do records first? They had to have, because
Oh,
I mean
of
the
course,
8-track
yeah.
didn't come around until like the late, the
correct.
early 70s
When
or
you-
something.
So you said late 50s?
Yeah, 56. No,
Okay,
no,
you
it's
think-
56. I'd say 58.
I'll go 63.
Damn it, Jack. You should have stayed with 56. It's 1955.
Damn,
So
really?
after 71 years, just this week, Columbia House finally closes for good.
Well, that makes perfect sense though, because that's when music really became like popular. Like, you know, really, I think the Elvis movement turned pop music and, you know, into, you know, pop rock music into a thing, right? I would think that Elvis had a whole lot to do with that, right?
I would think so as well,
Well,
yeah.
54, 55, Bill Haley and the Comets.
Yeah,
with
I mean,
Rock Around the Clock.
Jan and Dean, all those great Everly Brothers, all those bands back in the day that would have really popularized popular music. I bet it's probably synonymous when Dick Clark started kind of counting it down. I bet it's close to that.
Well, I would also imagine, too, that once production maybe made, you know, having a record a little bit cheaper to have, you know, because you talked about Bone Records the other day where kids who lived in communist Russia would
Press them onto old X-rays.
Old
they
X-rays.
so you could get Western music into Russia.
Exactly. So I think it's that, and I won't be surprised if in the future this is something that we see gamers kind of doing.
Damn, you're right.
Kind of going old school because, you know, with the gaming companies taking away the ability to have physical games in your hands, I wouldn't be surprised if the gaming community tried to figure out a way to maybe do the record route.
Yeah, but trust me, if it's on an Amazon box, it's not getting shipped. Like everything I get shipped is like it's campaign stuff. It's celebrity cruises begging me to come back. It's an occasional water bill, and that's pretty much what I get in the mail. Everything else I get comes Amazon.
Yeah. That's it.
Dead serious.
The weekly newspaper for the store sales.
Yeah, I
like
get
the
that
Winn-Dixie
occasionally.
flyer and all these stuff.
I'll get some stuff for Labor
once a
Day,
week.
but for the most part, it's like if you take one cruise, I got horrible news for you. They're about to send 4,000 trees to your house every year.
You recycle them?
You
can.
Yes, Jack. That's all I do.
You
We
don't even
don't-
vote. He doesn't vote. He doesn't.
Well, I don't know if
It's a
I don't know.
Democrat.
I don't know if Eustis has recycling. I know Mount Dora does not.
Yeah, we do have recycling trash cans, but I don't think we have the baskets.
We have recycling trash cans, but we don't offer recycling services because China stopped taking our crap.
Right.
So now it's the waste to energy.
What do you guys do with your yard waste? Do you put that out?
We take it to Seminole County and put it in other people's yards.
Son of a bitch. That's where it's coming from.
That's
Damn
right,
it.
Jack.
That way it can cover up the weeds in people's yards that don't take care of them.
Yeah,
Who could that be?
Nailed it.
All right, 407-916-1041. Text us at 77031.
I don't like putting poison on my lawn.
Load them up, guys. It is time for trivia. Again, that's 407-916-1041. Call now. Trivia is next.
We tried replacing ourselves with AI, but they kept asking for PTO. So you're stuck with us. Real Radio 104.1, guaranteed human.
This is Doug Gottlieb. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by iHeartAdvertising.com.
The Seattle Seahawks are reportedly adding to their secondary, agreeing to terms with two-time Pro Bowl corner Trayvon Diggs. Houston Texans wideout Jaden Higgins done for the season after suffering a torn ACL. It was expected that he would be a big weapon for the team. The Phillies, looking to add to their rotation for the stretch run, have signed lefty Nestor Cortez to a minor league contract. I'm Frank Aaron.
Run a business and not thinking about radio? Think again, because people are listening to radio more today than they did 20 years ago. And only iHeartRadio connects with more Americans than TV, digital, even social. Learn how radio can help your business. Call 844-844-iHeart.
Hey, everybody, let me tell you about the Nickley Group. These guys are the #1 real estate group in all of Central Florida, selling a home about 6% higher than their average competitor, and they sell that home twice as fast. And let me tell you, man, it gets kind of crazy. 4,000 five-star reviews, over 4,500+ homes sold, and they offer some of the craziest stuff. Their VIP buyers program, guys, is bananas. Free appraisals, free home warranties, free moving trucks and supplies, early access programs that get you into off-market properties before they get listed, giving you an incredible advantage when it comes to buying a house. And look, if you're selling your home, same thing, man. Nobody's going to get the highest dollar. And in Central Florida, you better have professionals handling your sale because it could cost you tens of thousands of dollars $50. They even have a guaranteed cash offer, guys. Let's say you don't want to go through any of the real estate stuff. You just like to sell your house and move on to that next stage of your life. They got you covered with a guaranteed cash offer. No showings, no open houses, and yet you can close that deal in just 14 days. You can't beat them, man. It's the NickleyGroup.com. That's NICKLEY Group.com.
This is what football sounds like.
Straight up the gut for 5 yards and the score.
And iHeartRadio is the official partner of the NFL Podcast Network.
Welcome to NFL Daily. We're doing the work to get you up to date.
Just download the free iHeartRadio app and search NFL.
Well, they're talking about a quiet hurricane season, and we love that. However, it is still here, and you still have to make sure your home is ready. Now, with Solar Source, you get more than energy savings. You get strength that you can trust. As Florida's oldest solar provider since 1984, Solar Source designed systems built to withstand Florida's toughest storms. They've been doing it a minute, huh? Let's say you already have solar and it might not be working great, or if the solar company that you hired to put your solar in is no longer in business, Solar Source can help. They have an expert service team that can repair any system, no matter who installed it, and get it performing like new. Solar Source is trusted by over 75,000 Central Florida homeowners, plus NASA, Disney, and Legoland. Go to solarsource.com today. Unlock exclusive savings. Solar Source. Power you can rely on even when the storm hits.
Dive into a summer of awe and awesome at SeaWorld Orlando. Get up close to orcas, belugas, penguins, and more. Take an all-new Arctic adventure on Expedition Odyssey Fire and Ice, now open. Sing along with Pink Fong's Baby Shark and savor America's best barbecue flavors at Red, White, and Barbecue. On weekends, now through August 23rd. Stay later for the all-new Electric Ocean with nighttime animal shows and an all-new drone and fireworks show. Go from real to unreal at SeaWorld. Visit 2 days for less than $50 a day. Hurry, offer ends soon. Tax and service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
C-Lane here, and guys, let's have a chat for a second. If you are starting to see the symptoms of erectile dysfunction or PE show up in the bedroom, you know that's not something that fixes itself. It might be time to call Premier Men's Medical Center. A lot of guys are calling. They're very helpful, and they want you to avoid surgery. They told me that's one of their big goals. They have painless procedures, and surgery is painful, it's invasive, and it's expensive. And they don't want you to have to go through that. They want you to go through their painless procedure, and 98% of men see results right there in the office, right there, same day. So if you're still relying on pills, if you're having to up your dose, it's time to call Premier Men's Medical Center. They're getting guys back to where they should be and feel like themselves again. They're offering a free consultation, but you've got to call now. 407-723-7533. It's 407-723-7533. Don't overthink it. Just call the incredibly helpful, the incredibly knowledgeable folks at Premier Men's Medical Center and find them online at premiermensmedical.com.
Russ Rollins here. When friends ask me who I trust for my home remodeling projects, I give them the same answer all the time. Mike the Home Builder, HBNUSA.com. Mike's a fourth-generation contractor with more than 36 years of experience. I trust HBN USA because Mike's honest, explains everything clearly, and gives straightforward pricing with no surprises. That's why HBNUSA.com is the only company I recommend for bathroom remodeling, roofing, gutters, and windows and door replacement. If your bathroom's outdated or showing signs of wear, Mike and his team can transform it into a beautiful, low-maintenance bath or shower using quality products from trusted brands like Moen. For a limited time, qualified buyers can enjoy no payments until 2028. And check this out. You call my buddy Mike the Home Builder now, and he'll give you an additional $500 off your bath project. Call 407-754-1814. That's 407-754-1814. Or visit HBNUSA.com. License number CBC 1255975 and CCC 1329039.
Are you trapped in a timeshare you don't use, want, or can't get rid of? I endorse Lone Star Transfer. They are a family-owned company that's helped more than 40,000 owners legally and ethically exit their timeshares. I trust them. They'll review your situation, create a customized exit plan designed specifically for you. Please go to LoneStarTransfer.com or call 855-551-7066.
I move mountains for a living. Literally. That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolade spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
When you're finally off the clock after a long day, dishes put away, kids asleep, feet kicked up, heartburn. Don't let heartburn take over your hard-earned moment. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Nothing works faster for heartburn relief. Alka-Seltzer effervescent tablets begin neutralizing stomach acid in seconds, so you can get back to your one more episode marathon. Quick, Alka-Seltzer. Because nothing works faster for heartburn relief. Use as directed.
School's in session and the math is easy at Sutherland Nissan.
Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
Take 0% for 60 months and no payments till next year. Plus over 500 vehicles to choose. Class, what's that all add up to? Sutherland. Drive a new Nissan Altima SV for $299 a month. $299 a month. Everyone loves the math at Sutherland Nissan.
Orlando knows it's Sutherland.
36-month lease with approved Tier 1 credit. 10K miles per year. Price plus tax tag and $39.99 down payment. Selling price $28,838. Deferred payment to end of lease or loan. Interest applies.
Hey, it's me, Ross, and I'm brought to you today by my friend and personal hero, That Mortgage Guy Don.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Are you offended yet? Obviously, we're only kidding. You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show.
Hey everybody, I'm Swilly. So y'all hit the nail on the head. Aldi is not a place for shopping. That is a place where you go in, you know what you want, you get it, and you leave. It's called Aldi. It's not called Staldi. Okay, I love you. Goodbye.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Oh my God. I hate that too. Meyer here in Grand Ledge has a 5-item or less Super Express. And I literally watched an employee help a lady do an entire basket of groceries off of that 5-item or less. Oh my God, I wanted to just scream.
The Jim Colbert Show, Prince of the Island. Deborah, please get your commercial right. As a connoisseur of a commercial, I have to listen to them all day long. Progressive is the one about the dog. It's the dog park. It's the dog park. And the camper. And this. Farmers is the one that says don't turn into your parents. Can you please get these two right? Oh my.
Kiss my ass. Don't ever talk to me again, Prince of the Island.
Well, you could also point out the fact that he is 100% wrong.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think he's right.
He's not.
Progressive is the ad campaign.
They have
where
two different.
Yeah, I think they have three, actually. There's...
And they're funny as balls, by the way.
They're the best.
They got the Flo line.
Right.
They have a couple different ones.
With Jamie and Flo and everybody.
Their ad campaign team is fantastic.
On point, yeah. Because that series they did with that guy, and he's teaching people how to not act like their parents or whatever, is absolutely brilliant.
That's also progressive. Yeah. I even checked it. Sorry, Prince.
Thank you, Jack.
You connoisseur of commercials.
Yeah. Prince, please get it right.
Yeah, Prince. How could you call us with such erroneous information?
All right,
Shame on
Prince,
you.
get it.
Get it right.
No, you got to cut yourself off.
No, right.
Just like he does.
All right, welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show. I'm Jim. There's Deb. Jack is here as well. He's got the Jackie Sack. What's in there?
All aboard.
Chugga chugga.
Choo-choo.
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack.
Okay, in the Jackie Sack, it could be. This is the prize you get to pick if you win trivia today.
You get a choice.
Yeah, it could be tickets to see Orlando City take on Real Salt Lake at Inter.co Stadium on August 22nd. They are playing tonight. Good luck to the boys in the purple. That's where Ross is. Mm-hmm. However, their next home match on August 22nd, you can be there. Now, maybe you want to choose the other prize. That means you would be going to see the Goo Goo Dolls at Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater with special guest Neon Trees opening up, and that is August 24th. Those are the two prizes in the Jackie Sack.
So back to you.
Thank you, Deborah. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5.
Let's go to 4.
4 sounds good. Let's start with Samantha. Samantha, how you doing?
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. Want to play a little game with us?
Let's do it.
Let's do it indeed. So aggro. I love it. All right, Sam. Or do you go by Sam or is it always Samantha?
You can call me Sam.
All right, very
We're
good.
cool now.
All right, Sam, this is a real easy game here. I got a question for you. 4 answers. One of these answers is not true, Sam, but if you can find it, I will send you to see Jack and possibly the Goo Goo Dolls or Orlando City Soccer. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Here we go. You may be in good shape here, Sam. All right, on this day in 2008, Lady Gaga released her debut album, Fame.
Okay.
Here are 3 fun facts about Lady Gaga and 1 meat dress of a lie. Ugh. It was so gross. It really was. All right, we're talking about Lady Gaga here, Sam. Are you a fan, by the way?
I do. I love her.
All right, let's see which one of these is a lie. Number 1, in high school, her nickname was Rabbit because of her 2 prominent front teeth. Number 2, she went to Catholic school with Paris and Nikki Hilton. Number 3, most of her tattoos are on the left side of her body because she promised her dad she would keep half her body normal. Or lastly, she started bleaching her blonde hair because people started confusing her with Amy Winehouse. Which of those is a lie?
Let's go number 1.
That's the one, right?
Let's go. I love Lady Gaga.
Unbelievable. Do you know what her high school nickname was?
I don't know.
It's called, they called her the Germ. And the reason why, because her full name is Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germinati.
Oh, that's right.
Or Germinata. So I'm going to put you on hold. You're a winner.
Congratulations.
Spoiling everybody else's fun, Sam. There you go. I'm going to put you on hold.
Yay. Samantha won.
Yeah, her high school nickname was Germ, or the Germ, because of her last name. She did go to Catholic school with Paris and Nikki Hilton.
Wow.
Wow. Imagine being the non-slut there.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, wait a minute. I mean, Paris had a little fun. Most of her tattoos are on the left side of her body because she promised her dad she would keep half her body normal. And then she did start bleaching her hair because people thought she was Amy Winehouse. Actually, it was a reporter that asked her questions as Amy Winehouse.
Really?
So since that day, she changed everything and started bleach blonde in her hair because she's naturally a brunette.
I would imagine with the last name Germinato.
Yeah, for sure, yeah. Her stage name is derived from...
Gaga. Radio Gaga, the song by Queen.
That's exactly it.
Oh, is it really?
Sure is, yeah.
I thought it was from her days as a go-go dancer.
She is the godmother of a legendary singer-songwriter's kids. Legendary. You can't get more legendary than this British singer-songwriter.
Adele. No, Elton John.
Elton John is the answer.
Yay, points, Jack.
Oh, that's awesome. And she was the, well, it's kind of hard. She was the 5th woman to do this. God, that's so hard as well. She was the 5th woman in history to sell 1 million albums in 1 week.
Damn.
Britney Spears, Taylor Swift, Beyonce.
Madonna?
I'm not sure if it was Madonna or not. Those are the 3 I remember. Maybe Adele?
Christina Aguilera?
No, I don't think it was Aguilera. I think it was a bigger deal than that. I think it was Adele, Britney.
Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift was one of them for sure. Beyonce was one, and there's one other, and I cannot remember it. There you go, Lady Gaga.
Cool.
Sam ruined it for everybody.
She did not.
Nah, she did.
Which one?
It's what you're supposed to do. I know you don't like when the first person wins, but that's their charge.
It's so funny. You're saying that, and I look to my right, and in all caps it says Puzzle Master Failure. So, Jack, you can say all you want. These people do not care for me.
Well, Sam is happy. Sam cares.
Sam's very happy for sure. All right, let's take a little break. Back in a sec with Joel Warren. We'll find out what's happening on Good Sauce tonight.
It's never been easier to listen to Real Radio 104.1 wherever you go. Make us your number 1 preset on our free iHeartRadio app.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Right lane's blocked on 408 eastbound at Mills Avenue. Traffic's backed up from I-4. There's a crash on I-4 eastbound at Maitland Boulevard. That's off to the shoulder. That crash on I-4 eastbound over St. John's River Bridge been moved off to the shoulder. All lanes are starting to get by. Traffic's still bumper to bumper. You're going to get stuck through World Drive into Celebration as usual. The roadways might be wet out there. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Quantum Fiber Internet. Have you heard? Quantum Fiber from AT&T is offering a great deal on fast fiber internet. $55 a month for speed up to 1 gig. Find out more at quantumfiber.com. Seriously, grab this special deal now. Limited availability in select areas.
Man, I built a couple homes in my life. Back in the day, we would buy these homes, we would rebuild them and then sell them or rent them off. But the one thing I did know when I was buying and selling these homes is when you start messing with electricity and plumbing, you could have some major problems. Never dealt with that. Always hired the pros. Let me tell you something. It's Modern Plumbing Industries. These guys are next level. They've created their own level. I've not received service like this from a vendor in many, many years. These guys do not mess up. Always on time. The techs are always ready to go, and they have answers for every solution you could possibly throw at these guys. Not to mention they're employee owned. They've been around since 1975, and yes, they do all things: plumbing, gas, water heaters, and so much more. And look, when you book your appointment, and you should when you need plumbing issues, the guys over at the Jim Colbert, these guys will give you a $50 discount if you just simply mention the Jim Colbert Show. So call today for 24-hour service. It's easy, 407-327-6000, or just find them online at modernpi.com.
I'm not great with words after a fight, and I'm sorry wasn't cutting it this time, so I used Smile Tunes to write a soulful ballad about how she's always right. By the second chorus, the silent treatment was officially over. Visit SmileTunes.com and get out of the doghouse today.
Florida heat remains at its peak, and unfortunately for a lot of people, your home just never seems to stay cool. Well, it is a common concern with people here in the Sunshine State, and the problem could be your old windows and doors. That's because vinyl windows, well, they're known to warp, crack, degrade over time, letting in a lot of unwanted heat, and aluminum windows, they're no better. They're simply heat conductors, transferring heat into your home. Well, Renewal by Andersen to the rescue. That's because their windows and doors are made of Fibrex material, built to withstand Florida's extreme heat, and their energy-efficient replacement windows and doors are designed to help keep the heat out and maintain a more consistent indoor temperature. That means a more comfortable home and, more importantly, lower energy costs. And during their end-of-summer sale, Florida homeowners can buy 4 windows or doors and get the 5th free, plus special financing for 1 full year. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to claim your savings and reserve your free design consultation. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
When you need cash, some lenders hand you a checklist a mile long. At Amscot, walk in with 3 things: photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Then walk out with $50 to $1,000 in minutes. Amscot. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
When I hit my 50s, I felt like things were slowing down.
This is Sandra's Metamucil story.
I started taking Metamucil for digestion, but had no idea it would impact so much more. Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
Sell your home fast and for the most money with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
Everyone's talking about fighting inflammation these days, but did you know allergies are one of the most common and overlooked causes? Aspire Allergy and Sinus helps tackle allergies at the root, reducing inflammation in your body so you can finally feel better. They offer proven treatments, even needle-free options to make it easy. Book your appointment today at AspireAllergy.com. That's AspireAllergy.com.
Is your financial advisor offering you up to a 25% upfront bonus? And are they promising you up to 9% growth per year, all for your retirement income? If not, then you need to come to Trajan Wealth. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. And if you plan to retire within the next 10 years, don't wait only to find out it's too late. I've seen hardworking folks like you retire only to be required to go back to work, all because their advisor told them guarantees like these were too good to be true. They aren't. That's up to $25,000 upfront or up to $9,000 per year on $100,000, guaranteed for retirement income. Don't keep working when you're supposed to be retired, and don't let any financial advisor tell you it's too good to be true. Unlock your Trajan family office at TrajanWealth.com or call 1-855-TRAJAN-1. That's 1-855-TRAJAN-1.
Annuity guarantees are based on the claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company. DBA in most states has Trajan Wealth Insurance Solutions.
Insurance companies don't want you to hire an attorney so they can pay you pennies on the dollar for your injuries. But I don't cost you a dime unless I get you money. I'm Orlando injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get pushed around by by the insurance companies. Just call Mo.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Identity theft can cost more than you think. Drained investment accounts, stolen tax returns, lost wages, expenses for lawyers. It's a lot. That's why LifeLock is backed by the $1 Million Protection Package, which covers up to $1 million for stolen funds, fees, and experts and lawyers, and out-of-pocket expenses. Don't face the burden of identity theft alone. Protect your future and finances with LifeLock. Join now. Save up to 30% off your first year with promo code BECK at LifeLock.com. 1-800-LifeLock, promo code BECK. LifeLock.com. Terms to apply.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
If you want to buy or sell your home quickly, call Nick Lee. For a guaranteed cash offer, visit thenickleyGroup.com.
Can you trust your home flooring needs to a 17-year-old kid that was in the paint department yesterday? No! Deal directly with Corey, the owner at Core Flooring. He'll beat anyone's price guaranteed. Core Flooring in Winter Park. Online at coreflooringfl.com.
Mills Air in business since 1992. That's over 30 years here in Central Florida. They're not going anywhere. Carrier factory authorized dealer. You can always turn to the experts at Carrier. Equipment change-outs and upgrades right now with up to $1,275 in rebates. Visit millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got a question after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human. At work? Just pretend you're on a Zoom call with us. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Good after morning, Colbert Carew. That's a good one, Swilly. Staldy. Just like, Staldy, just like my truck on 524 today, and then wouldn't start again, and now it's in the shop, and yay, I get to drive my air-conditionless work truck home, and for the foreseeable future. Hooray.
Kind of funny that you're talking about Lady Gaga in the trivia and the prize is Goo Goo Doll tickets. You know, if they did a tour together, they could call it the Goo Goo Gaga Tour.
That's actually pretty awesome.
You got her. Goo Goo Gaga. Gaga Goo Goo. Funny. Good job. All right, 407-916-1041. Text us, 77031. I'm Jim. There's Deb.
Hello.
Jack is here.
Yeah.
Every single Wednesday around 8 o'clock or so, we play an episode of Good Sauce. And, of course, Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. Ross is working for the Orlando City tonight, but half of the comedy duo that will be presenting 14 sketches in Mount Dora on the 29th of August is with us today for the legend, guys. Good and loud, Mr. Joel Warren.
Yay!
Thank you. Good to be back.
You know something, dude? I learned something about you yesterday that I did not know.
Hermaphrodite.
I did not know that you are a homeschooled traveling actor, that you have been in the game of acting and entertaining and performing for a very long time in your life. I thought this was something that maybe just happened after high school and college. I didn't realize that you've been doing this even as a child.
Yes, I kind of got into it right in the freshman year of high school and then had to decide sports or this.
So you and you basically decided to be homeschooled. So you never went to high school, which means you never went to a prom?
No. Well, this is a whole nother episode, but I did go to a homeschool prom.
So
that's a story. So, come on now.
So it was you and your mom?
Oh.
No, she was busy. But they have these like homeschool collectives, to let the the weirdos run around together for a while and get some sort of social activity. And they rented out like a apartment complex clubhouse and got a terrible playlist. It wasn't even a DJ, and just said, "Go for it. We never told you what you're supposed to do here, but good luck." And yeah, I actually forgot about that until right now. So thanks. I'm gonna have
So the reason why this
get
came
on the phone with the therapist real quick.
And the reason this came up is Ross was talking yesterday that you guys, I guess, are talking tonight about Friday Night Lights and your experience with your sons now playing high school football. And although you didn't get to really experience any of that as being homeschooled, now you're getting an experience twice. You're experiencing it as a dad, and kind of vicariously through your sons, and then you're just as a parent with high school kids.
A part of American Pie I've never experienced, and it is awesome. I couldn't believe it. These immersive experiences are kind of a fad right now in entertainment. If you want a multi-level immersive experience, go to your local high school football game.
Yeah.
It's incredible. There's so much going on.
You will never hear adults yell more profanities at other adults than at a high school football game. Maybe a girls' softball or volleyball game, maybe, but that would be about it.
You will also hear children swearing in public for the first time. And so they really let it fly.
They really get after it, huh?
Oh, yeah, and their voices crack in the middle. I mean, it's theater that you can't write. I was in awe last Friday, and yeah, I'm basically going to go to all these games now because I've never seen any of this stuff before. But it's fascinating. It's really entertaining. It was a nail biter, 48-0 blowout.
Oh my God!
What side were you on?
Oh, 0, baby.
Oh, so
we're team nothing.
Your son kicks. He didn't even get to kick.
But he sure got to punt, Jack.
Oh yeah, he was exhausted.
He was out there a lot then.
That's great.
Sometimes barely double-digit minutes between punts. It was impressive.
Wow! And what schools do you play for again? Or do you? Let's not mention that. Yeah, don't worry about that.
I'll give you the address if you want it.
No.
No. But what's amazing though, and you'll like this, Jim, for sure, is my son, who's the kicker, had the longest rush of the game.
What?
Because I was watching, all of a sudden I hear yelling, and I was like, oh, that's weird. I thought this was a kicking play. And then they go, first down, and he just ran. And I asked him later, I was like, did they call that? He goes, no. And I said, why did you decide to do that? He goes, I didn't. I just looked up and ran. And so he ended up with like a 20-yard first down, so now he's cool.
So if you lose 48-0, that was probably the total offense for the night, was his run?
Like I said, he had the longest rush of the game for his team.
That's insane. So is that what we're talking about tonight on Good Sauce?
We are actually leading with the fact that our good buddy Renado's air conditioner went out this week.
Oh, Renado's, no ACO.
If Ross,
so talk about a 48-0 blowout. He has just been taking this heat wave to the face.
Oh yeah. And it's so funny.
And other parts.
We talk about this all the time. Like when you open up any of the local websites, whether it be Channel 2, 6, or 9 or whatever, the first two words you see on the top is like weather advisory. Like they lead with this heat, and it's a giant map of Florida just showing how blanking hot it feels like everywhere around the state.
I know, they're like, don't walk your dog, don't go to school, it's too hot, don't do anything.
Yeah. I think that
our poor buddy, his day job is at a bar outside, so he's not even getting employment AC.
Oh my God.
Sweating. I was like, you're going to lose 20 pounds with this. This is your own GLP-1.
Well, I've heard I've heard it's so hot that some high schools are doing practices at night. Like they're
my kids.
Yeah, they're not allowing them to practice during the day because it's too dangerous. Remember when UCF had a couple people fall out at their practices a couple years back?
Yeah. It's really helped with the it being the first week of school and nobody like being motivated to do anything that is also 1,000 degrees.
Yeah.
It's rough. But plus, this is my kids weren't going to high school before. They got to get up at like 5:30 in the morning now too. So it's brutal. What a wake up call from the summer.
So they were also being homeschooled, and now they're in school. What kind of? That is a massive
I could never homeschool my kids. They're feral. They went to a soccer academy for the last 3 years, so they've been in school, but it was like all soccer all the time. And little did I know it was preparing them for high school football.
Yeah, high school football.
To be the kicker.
What a good dad.
Nothing wrong with that, though. I mean,
there's a career there.
It's a big-time career there. Look, those guys are the most valuable guys in the league, man. You start watching NFL football toward the end of the season, you see guys, that can really kick. I mean, it's amazing. I think they just let it. Didn't somebody just make it into the Hall of Fame kicking here recently? Was that kid from that guy from the Patriots?
Yeah.
Adam Vinatieri.
Yeah, Vinatieri. That's exactly. He just got inducted in the Hall of Fame kicking a football.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, you missed 2 and you got to find a new job. But
right, yeah.
If you keep going, then, it's great. My oldest son, who's the starter now, there's a 5-star recruit on their team, and he was like, I might have scouts coming to see him that'll see me, and I might end up having a better shot at a scholarship doing this than even the 15 years he's played soccer.
Look, man, if I had a kid that, it wasn't real big or fast or anything like that, and they could kick, I mean, of course, if you're a soccer player, you know how to kick that football. I mean, can he make them for pretty good? Can he make a 40-yarder?
Oh, yeah. That's how he got the starting job, is he just came in and said he'd, kick against anybody after practice, and then he hit one from, 55.
Oh!
And then the other kid quit, and that was it.
Yeah, 55 yards is no joke, dude.
Well, and he didn't know he could kick that either. I was like, you can kick that far? He was like, I know. I just kind of seeing what I could do.
Damn.
You are pissing so many people off right now who've dedicated their entire lives to kicking footballs, and they can maybe make a 45-yarder.
Well, dude, this is America, and that's life. I don't care.
That's their fault. They should have dedicated their lives to soccer.
Yeah.
Then they could be the kicker.
Wow, man.
They could have just done like me and dedicated to improv comedy. So there's lots of things you could do.
Right. So when's the next game? Coming up this Friday, or does he?
Oh yeah. The outlook's not good. They did not walk into a program that was flourishing points or record wise. But guys, the vibes are off.
Keep in mind they lost 48-0, right?
Yep.
His son can kick a field goal from midpoint on the field. They never got that close.
No, not really in field goal range, which is the other half of the field.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So they never got past midfield. That's crazy. Hey, so was the team they lost to supposed to be a really good team?
They were way in a higher, however it's divided up. This was a preseason game, and they needed a feel-good dunk right before they kicked off their season.
Yeah.
So they're
and honestly, our team knew that, and they were like, well, let's see where we're at. Let's run some plays. Let's see who can do what, and we won't really worry about the score so much. Good thing, too, because I told you how it ended.
So is the school your kids go to a 4A, 5A, 6A? What size? Do you know?
I'd love to tell you, but I didn't even know the school existed until 4 weeks ago.
Dude, you are the greatest. I've never heard somebody so clueless, so happy.
Dude, everyone thinks I'm a stepdad, and I'm not even.
All right, buddy.
I'm giving real flip-flop stepdad energy at these games, but I'm there, and that's what counts.
Well,
yes, we talk about that, and we also touch on tonight on Good Sauce, the best and worst bite of fast food.
Ooh, the worst and best bite of fast food.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a dynamic conversation. And then I will say Renato has the best answers. Once again, he's the only one not in the name of the show, but he steals it.
Very good. All right, that's tonight at 8 o'clock. It's Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. Many episodes out there for you to check out. Check this out tonight. A lot of fun, very funny, and we'll see you soon, buddy.
Thank you. I love you guys. Come see us in Mount Dora on the 29th, please.
You got it, buddy. Good and loud for Joel Warren. What do you
say? Yeah, 14 sketches in Mount Dora on August 29th, and you want details about that show, join us there. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be great comedy on stage. You get to sit down, and guess what? Sorry, Renato. In Mount Dora, it's air-conditioned. You can get your tickets at realradio.fm/comedy.
There you go, man. It's going to be a good-ass time. Can't wait to see you guys out there. 407-916-1041. Text us at 7703. We'll take a little break. Back in a sec with more of the Jim Colbert Show. Stay right there.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan. Brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 9 p.m., it's Real Laughs with comedians James McGill and Ken. And Real Music starts tonight at 10 on Real Radio 104.1.
Right lane's blocked on 408 eastbound at Mills Avenue. Traffic's backed up from I-4. There's a crash on I-4 eastbound at Maitland Boulevard. That's off to the shoulder. That crash on I-4 eastbound over St. John's River Bridge been moved off to the shoulder. All lanes are starting to get by. Traffic's still bumper to bumper. You're going to get stuck through World Drive into Celebration as usual. The roadways might be wet out there. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477 from the Traffic Center.
This report is sponsored by Quantum Fiber Internet. Have you heard? Quantum Fiber from AT&T is offering a great deal on fast fiber internet. $55 a month for speed up to 1 gig. Find out more at quantumfiber.com. Seriously, grab this special deal now. Limited availability in select areas.
Hey, it's me, Ross, and I'm brought to you today by my friend and personal hero, That Mortgage Guy Don.
Listen up, Orlando. The biggest Kia event of the summer is happening now at Greenway Kia. With 3 Central Florida locations, that's over 1,000 new Kias, all priced clearly online at greenwaykias.com. And when you trade with us, over 40 Greenway dealerships bid on your vehicle, giving you the maximum value possible. Plus, bring us any trade and get an additional $1,000 off your new Kia. I'm Joe Rossi, and I want to see you in a Greenway Kia.
Negative equity refinanced. All factory rebates applied.
Summer is cruising by, and it's hot out there. Last thing you want to be doing is standing on the outside of your home on a weekend with a paintbrush in your hand. That's why you hired the pros at We Paint Everything, because they can do the job. They'll do it quickly, but more importantly, they do it right. I had my home painted at the beginning of this summer by We Paint Everything. It's our buddy Raphael over there. It's his business. It's a family-owned company. They'll treat you like family, but they did it in such a quick time, but did it thoroughly. First was the soft wash, then repairing all the rotted wood, also sealing up the home and painting, priming and painting with quality paint. I know it's going to last years to come, but it's more than just exterior. It's interior, walls, ceilings, baseboards, crown molding. You want your fence done, they can do that. Garage floors. Yup, they paint everything. That's why they call it We Paint Everything. The website is wepainteverything.com, or you could call them on the phone for a free in-home consultation, 407-657-2000. Over 75 years of painting experience, based locally in Winter Park, but online at wepainteverything.com. Listen to Real Radio in your smart home. Just tell Alexa to play Real Radio 104.1 on iHeartRadio. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Teachers make a difference each and every day. Now's your chance to say thanks. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding public school teacher who goes above and beyond for students. They could be one of our $5,000 winners for classroom supplies and resources. Teachers give so much. Now it's our turn to give back. Nominate a teacher now at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
For decades, millions have trusted AmScott when life happens. Walk in with your photo ID, proof of income, and checking account info. Walk out with $50 to $1,000. Simple, reliable, AmScott. Some restrictions apply, subject to approval.
Thinking about upgrading your sleep? Now is the time to shop Sleep Number. Trusted by millions for nearly 40 years, Sleep Number offers superior comfort, personalized adjustability, temperature benefits, and value that is unmatched in the industry. And right now, during the Sleep Number Labor Day sale, all mattresses are on sale. Invest in your sleep and experience firsthand Sleep Number's personalized comfort. Stop by a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com to learn more.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight illnesses like pneumococcal pneumonia and RSV. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and can help protect you from getting really sick. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. See more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
I move mountains for a living. Literally.
That means I don't carry hand lotion, and when it comes to serious heartburn, I don't mess around with anything but Rolaids Max Strength. Its dual-active formula has 1,500 milligrams of calcium carbonate and magnesium hydroxide that relieves heartburn fast. And the best part? The roll fits right here in my pocket, so I can get back to moving mountains.
Rolaids spells powerful relief. 1,500 milligrams is our highest amount of antacid per tablet. Read each label. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
Laugh out loud with Ross Padgett and Joel Warren in 14 sketches, Saturday, August 29th at 8 p.m. at the Mount Dora Music Hall in downtown Mount Dora. Get your tickets now at mountdoramusichall.com. Presented by Discover Lake, Real Radio 104.1, and the city of Mount Dora.
The countdown to the new NFL season is on.
And now, all 32 in-market local teams can be heard on the free iHeartRadio app.
He's in! That's a Jet touchdown! Just open the app and search your favorite team.
Plus, Fox Sports Radio breaks it all down.
As we get closer to week 1. It's crazy, and it's fun.
Join the conversation and stay locked in. Live, local games with you all season long.
Download the iHeartRadio app.
Search NFL and press play.
Win $25,000 in free impact windows from Maurice Windows. Text TRUST to 20129.
Proof that we have a face for radio. The Jim Colbert Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch.
Hey, how's it, Ohana? Oh, check Prince of the Island. Jumping off a bridge with an anchor tied onto his neck. He's a glutton for it. Anyway, brah, I'm anti-Aldi all the way.
What? Easy.
Start shopping at your Bravo or your fancy Latino markets. Cheapest produce. They have a butcher on site. Use Publix for BOGOs and seek out the Winn-Dixies when you can. That's it. Aloha.
Aloha, brother. I'm with you on Key Foods and Bravo, though. That's a win.
The thing I hate most in grocery stores is that one person who says, hey, I just have one item. Is it cool if I jump in front of you? No, a-hole. Actually, it's not cool. We learned how lines work in kindergarten. I got here first, so I cordially invite you to go F yourself. Now, before you think I'm a classless bore, when I'm the person with one item in line and the person in front of me says, hey, you can jump ahead if you want, every time I look them in the eye and I say, thanks, but no thanks. I don't believe in that. You got there first. And I smile. And they give me a look like I just clubbed a seal.
I love that dude. He's great.
Oh, what up, JCS crew?
What's up, homie?
Hey, Jimmy. I found those shopping carts you're talking about, and I sent Jack some photos.
Now he did.
I completely remember those now. The front folded up for storing when you put them in the rack, and then that front end would lift and open down to unload. Winn-Dixie, Food Lion, A&P, they all had them back in the day. But I sent Jack some photos to... just a blast from the past.
There you go, buddy. Thanks.
I gotta say, rest in peace, Frank Beard. When they asked the rest of the band how he died, they all said, how.
All right. Welcome back to the Jim Colbert Show, Real Radio 104.1. I'm Jim. Deb and Jack are here as well.
And by rest of the band, I guess he meant Billy Gibbons.
Yeah, Billy Gibbons. That's the only one. I don't know that he's going to tour anymore.
Well, we interviewed him a year ago. It was great. That was a fun interview. He was great.
Had Dusty Hill died?
Yes.
When he had already passed away? Yeah.
Yes, they were. It was only the two of them at that point.
Yeah, because they hired because you're 100% right, because the bass tech started playing bass for them. And if you'll remember, he's kind of a wild guy. He would have these basses that were like 15-string basses, and he would wear these hats that had like mohawk wigs and stuff.
Oh, damn.
It was kind of silly. Yeah, so I guess it's just Billy Gibbons now. I mean, he was the talent in the band to begin with. I'm not trying to dog on anybody who's whatever, but I mean, people went to see Billy Gibbons play guitar. That's really what it was.
Right.
I think he was one of Jimi Hendrix's favorite players.
Also Christopher Cross.
Yeah.
He was a Texas guy,
which is crazy. When does that air, by the way?
I have to edit it probably in 2 weeks. A week from Sunday, I'm thinking.
Yeah, Jack did a big interview with Christopher Cross. For you guys who do not know who that is, he was literally the captain of Yacht Rock. One of the biggest albums of the early 80s, and actually one of the biggest albums ever, actually. Yeah. And for a debut album, maybe one of the biggest debut albums of all time. I think there are 3 number ones on that record.
Yeah, he and Billie Eilish have tied the record for most Grammys to win Best New Artist, then win Record of the Year, Song of the Year,
right.
All of that. So, the album came out, and December 27, 1979. So 1981 was the Grammys where he took home all the awards. And Barbara Streisand's still pissed at him.
Yeah, right. Are you going? Is it going to be where you run the interview through the show and then play his music as the music? And are you doing that, or what are you doing?
Yeah.
How long is the interview?
So I talked to him for about an hour.
Okay.
So I'll post that online, but I am going to take clips of that and then create the Yacht Rock Captain Zog Radio where we play the songs that he's referring to. So I get a story about a few of the songs, and then we'll play those songs, and he'll be the one talking about the music.
Very cool, dude. Yeah. That's awesome. So you'll have to announce when you do that.
Yeah,
I'll definitely want to hear that interview.
He was very gracious with his time. Very nice guy. I got to meet him twice now, but yeah.
You guys are like buds. You should
We're
be
tight.
Going camping now.
We're tight. I got his cell phone number. He said, "Don't give it to anybody."
Well, that's because you're a SpaceX shareholder. No, speaking about Jimi Hendrix, I saw this earlier today. You guys see there's a new documentary. It made its streaming debut last night on YouTube. It's called Jimi Hendrix Live at Woodstock, A Second Look. This is what's so cool about it. So it features black and white footage recorded on videotape by a 22-year-old Bard College student named Albert Goodman. So according to the YouTube description, Goodman snuck his camera on stage and set it up about 15 feet away from where Hendrix would perform.
Wow, really?
So the film features performances of Purple Haze, Voodoo Child, Slight Return, and the Star-Spangled Banner.
Wow. And the Star-Spangled Banner that he did that got so much attention, that was at Monterey Pop. That wasn't at Woodstock, was it? Or was that at Woodstock?
I believe it was at Woodstock.
Where he did the sound effects with his guitar.
Exactly.
I just watched a replay that the other day because it just popped up on my feed, and I was like, I haven't seen this or heard this in a while. I'll listen to it. It's so brilliant. It is so good and raw.
Oh, yeah.
And you watch him, and there's this great pride because he was in the Army. There's this great pride of him in him when he's playing it, and it looks like it was zero effort. There it is right there.
Yeah,
it's
Jack's got it up on our YouTube.
Like zero effort. Dude is probably blanked on heroin the entire time.
Wasn't Jefferson Starship, weren't they just like
they were
off their rockers on acid while
Don't eat the brown acid.
Don't eat the sandwiches with the brown acid.
Yeah.
But I mean, imagine not knowing at 22 years old that little concert film actually captured one of the greatest musicians of all time.
Yeah, the guy is a complete monster. Still considered by many of the great guitar players the greatest that ever was.
Yeah.
And when you watch him play, it's so bizarre. And then when you learn that he played with the guitar upside down and did not restring it. In other words, the bass E string was on the bottom. That is, you just can't even fathom what it must have been like to learn the instrument like that. It's just crazy. Like, it's just, I don't know another player that does that. The only other more impressive thing I've seen is like the blind guy that who played it like a lap steel.
Oh, yeah.
That was in Roadhouse. Who's that guy?
Oh, I never saw the movie. I don't know. Never saw Roadhouse, buddy.
I didn't either.
Kind of looked dumb to me. Sorry.
Oh, no. Let me help you out. Oh, it's dumb. It's one of the dumbest movies with the dumbest lines you've ever. Pain don't hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Is in this movie.
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze says, "Pain don't hurt." It is the dumbest blanking movie you'll ever see, and it's still a must. You have to see it.
So,
you have to see it.
I'll put it on my list.
It makes no sense for me to say that to you, but it is such a part of Americana.
It makes as much sense as Pain Don't Hurt.
Exactly.
Real quick, back to Christopher Cross. He saw Jimi Hendrix live, in concert, and he was out there, and he said Jimi Hendrix used to play next to, all his amps were set up, and it was right behind the curtain, and he would come out, and he would start playing it. He said you could see the curtains would just like move forward when he started playing from the air.
Really?
Oh, yeah. He was famous for playing, I think it was Marshall the Marshall Plexi back in the day, and if you look at them, they have four inputs, and they learn how to cross those inputs so we could get that kind of a little bit of distortion, because I think this was pre-distortion, because distortion started with Pete Townsend, I believe, that he would cut, he would actually cut the cones of the speakers to make them go like that, and that was distortion before they created like digital analog overdrive to make the amplifier go more than it should.
Love the Who.
But man, yeah, super cool stuff.
You know what's interesting about this Jimi Hendrix Live at Woodstock, A Second Look? Well, it says end of show, but did it say it had the name of the person, but this is posted by Not to Kill. This person only has 938 subscribers, not even 1,000 subscribers.
For the guy who made the movie?
Yeah, this is the name of the movie is Jimi Hendrix Live at Woodstock, A Second Look.
Wow.
And apparently it debuted last night on YouTube, but I don't have any other.
It sounds like they just found the footage and said this needs to be a movie.
And I think this person might have taken that and is reposting it.
That's a good way to get banned.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I'll check that out. I mean, I used to listen to Hendrix a lot, and then kind of got burned out on it.
A lot of people are actually texting Jeff Healey.
Yeah, Jeff Healey. I think that's Jeff Healey. Yeah.
The blind?
Yeah, the blind guy. And he would lay the guitar on his lap and then just put his fingers on top of it like that, not the standard holding it and do it.
Oh, wow.
And it is way harder, and that guy murdered it. I mean, he's actually one of the best parts of the movie. Because he's playing behind a screen in like a really dangerous honky tonk. They're trying to, and they got chain link up there, so nobody throws stuff at the band.
Well, pain don't hurt.
Yeah, pain don't hurt for sure. All right, 407-916-1041, text us 77031. By the way, we are on one when it comes to parents in Florida. Would you guys agree?
Oh, what do we do now?
Florida women have really stepped it up lately. It was the Florida man for a while, but man, Florida women have really started to kind of feel themselves a bit. A Florida mother is facing charges after police said that she left her 6-year-old son by himself at a public park for roughly an hour after dark so she could go to a restaurant with her friend. The kid was so scared when a person came up that they didn't want to know. The stranger came up and said, "Hey, and the kid didn't even want to. He goes, "I don't know. I'm scared, but I'm not supposed to talk to strangers, but I don't know where my mom is."
Wow.
Elena Sexton, 41 years old, Texas native, was arrested on Saturday, August 15th, and charged with child neglect with no great bodily harm. Officers with the Sunny Isle Beach Police Department. Where's Sunny Isles, guy?
Oh, wow.
Sunny Isles Beach,
Florida.
Thanks, Jack. Appreciate that.
Gotta be South Florida.
They were called to Town Center Park around 9 p.m. after a bystander, seeing a child with no adult nearby, approached and said the boy said he was alone and scared because his mom had left him. Witnesses told the officer he believed the boy had been by himself for at least an hour. According to the affidavit, the boy said he'd not eaten since breakfast and told him the police's mother left him to go with a friend to get food. But he was scared and didn't want to leave the park with a stranger. They searched the area, could not find her. She eventually returned to the park where officers were waiting. They took her into custody, said she'd gone back to her car to get toys when she ran into a friend and invited her to get food. She said then she partook while leaving her son at the park. They didn't say exactly how long the boy was there. FDLE,
too long.
Florida Department of Children and Families, all the rest. She was booked into the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center. After arrest, she pleaded not guilty and bonded out for $2,500.
Yeah, it says Miami-Dade.
Miami-Dade, there you go.
But you need a license to drive.
Yeah, look at that.
You got her mugshot up there?
Oh, yeah, right there. Look at her.
Doesn't she look remorseful?
Oh, yeah.
What? I didn't win Mom of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, listen, just be happy that you're not on a cruise ship that had pulled into Brevard County on Saturday where a couple were arrested.
What happened?
After busting into the cruise cabin of a couple and their 9-year-old child after they had asked this couple to quiet down, drinking heavily, arguing in their cabin. One of the victims says, "Hey, can you guys quiet?" I'm sure they were using profanity, and they have a 9-year-old.
Yeah.
What do? He busts into the cabin and encourages his girlfriend as he's recording to start throwing punches at the family. All 3 of them got hit, including the 9-year-old.
Oh, my God.
Now, he suffered an eye injury, but they can't say whether it was his girlfriend that punched him in the face because they said he was just throwing fists. Just he wanted to hit something, anything.
Dude.
And cruise cabins are not the biggest things in the world.
No. If you could hit a wall swinging in those things. I could literally stretch my arms across the room.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Draw this out for me. There's a family and a child in one room.
Yep.
And then it was a drunk person and his girlfriend who break in.
Yeah, they
Kicking
forced
the door.
Yeah, because
they
they
forced
thought-
their way into the cabin after this family had said, "Hey, can you quiet it down?" This couple
And they're
was
like, yeah, you're not going to tell us to quiet it.
Yeah.
exactly.
We're
They-
obviously drinking and fighting.
Right, they were blotto out of their minds,
Oh,
screaming
yeah.
at each other in their cabin. So when this family, one member of the parents
Yeah,
says,
yeah.
"Hey, can you quiet it down?" They decided to take matters into their own hands, force their way into the cabin, beat up all three of them. Now, thankfully, nobody suffered any really bad injuries, but they still had a 9-year-old child.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And Sheriff Wayne Ivey is like, if you can't handle your liquor, keep your butt out of Brevard County.
Let me tell you something, and listen.
Well,
I mean, as a
the
frequent
boat
cruiser,
took
let me
them to Brevard.
let me tell you straight up.
Exactly.
As a frequent cruiser, cruise drunk is a different kind of drunk.
It is.
That's a different drunk. It really is.
Well, I don't know what you mean.
It's I can't explain it. It's just different because here's the thing:
The salt air.
Yeah, well, and you have people that believe this, right? I'm in international waters. I can do whatever I want. I'm on the drink package. I can do whatever I want. I'm getting my money's worth. I can do whatever I want.
All day, no responsibilities.
Zero.
Oh, yeah.
So all those factors combined.
They've changed
with
that,
the
though.
salt air.
They've changed that. Even with the drink package on some cruise, I want to say
15 drinks.
Is it just Carnival? I think they started doing this. That they limited you to 14 or 15 drinks. So
Yeah.
if you even if you have the drink package
So
and
the
you paid
whole
your
trip?
money, no, per day.
Yeah. Yeah, per day.
Yeah, they're really watching
is
out
per
for
day.
everybody else.
Well, if you remember,
14 drinks
They,
in a day.
they,
But
they
if
get
you
a pretty penny for it.
But if you start at 7 in the morning with a mimosa with breakfast, you're like, hey, we primed up. Let's go.
well, I mean, there have been a couple of lawsuits filed against cruise ship companies for saying you overserved, and this person ended up dying, because, they drank 28 shots before they even got to their cabin in the morning. I wouldn't be surprised. There were 4 cruise ships that were pulling into Port Canaveral on Saturday. So the article that I read didn't identify which ship that it was on, but one of them was a Carnival.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just saying that's the party ship.
Carnival's having a really odd time right now. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, when I went, look, I don't know what's happening at Carnival, but I went to an island on one of my ships. We do the celebrity cruise thing because we like it, right? So we went to one of these cruises, and we get off, and we're walking toward. There's this giant sign when you're walking to the into the port of call, and the giant sign said, "Carnival Cruisers. Don't do anything dumb." But it didn't. It really said you can't drink, you don't bring drugs, don't do any of this stuff. No other cruise line. There were 4 others. But they called Carnival out like immediately. They're like, you can't do any of this stuff.
I saw this on one of my stops too on my last cruise, and I believe it's a result of them being sued over something.
Oh, yeah.
And they were sued because they did. I think we talked to Ray about it as well. Their liability was they didn't inform the people enough, or they didn't post enough warnings. So I think that those warnings are a result of a previous lawsuit.
That's embarrassing.
I'm trying to think about what it was, what the sign said. Do you remember exactly, Jack?
I do not.
But there was something that they told them, like, you can't
Don't
do
act a
this.
fool.
Don't do this while you're here. And I kind of laughed my ass off because I'm like, well, Royal's here, Virgin's here, Celebrity's here. I don't see any signs of those guys.
Yeah.
Carnival's like a floating Mardi Gras.
I think it might have been Grand Cayman. I don't know. I just remember getting off. I'm like, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I guess that doesn't apply to us.
And you're right. I remember that story we were talking about with the being overserved. And I have to tell you, I kind of agreed with them. Because like we said before, like the person who is making your drink has a record of how much you've consumed. When your account comes up and you swipe that little card, it tells everything about you. It tells you what level you are. It tells what room you're on, what deck you're on, how many times you've cruised, what you've purchased.
Oh, wow.
Even outside of alcohol, it'll tell you like your spa purchases, all that stuff.
Yes.
Every time they swipe that card, that stuff comes up on that computer screen. They know everything you've done.
Noisy love maker.
Oh, yeah.
I've only been on one, so they're going to be like, nothing for you.
You were the noisy love maker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Easy, Jack. God almighty. You have to play it out.
Those are birds.
It's way deeper than that. All right. Oh, my God, Jack.
That's a silverback.
She's not a lineman.
Well, I mean.
All right. What do you have for your day first?
Well, a South Florida friend's trip to Kenya ends in tragedy. The Orange County Sheriff's Office concludes its investigation in the Sloth World deaths. Oof. Yeah, kind of don't agree with that one. And an interesting offer one Army unit is making to members who re-enlist. It's a whole new world, guys. We'll talk about that next during You Heard It Here First.
Does it take us to a Carnival cruise?
No, but it should be, because
right.
at least then they'd get showers and food.
Oh, God. Back in a sec.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey everybody, Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Wednesday evening forecast. Hot rest of the evening. We're going to be continuing to monitor a couple of thunderstorms popping up across the region, but main storm chances are really going to go up Thursday and into your Friday. Widespread storms on tap tomorrow and Friday afternoon. Going to be seeing a few of those thunderstorms pack a punch, so just make sure you keep an eye to the skies. We're going to slowly start to see the heat start to come down a little bit, taking a look ahead to the weekend.
This report is sponsored by Audible. When you start listening to books on Audible, traffic might seem like less of an annoyance and more of an opportunity for another chapter. Audible, stories that speak to you. New members can start listening with a 30-day free trial at audible.com.
Dive into a summer of awe and awesome at SeaWorld Orlando. Get up close to orcas, belugas, penguins, and more. Take an all-new Arctic adventure on Expedition Odyssey Fire and Ice, now open. Sing along with Pink Fong's Baby Shark and savor America's best barbecue flavors at Red, White, and Barbecue. On weekends, now through August 23rd. Stay later for the all-new Electric Ocean with nighttime animal shows and an all-new drone and fireworks show. Go from real to unreal at SeaWorld. Visit 2 days for less than $50 a day. Hurry, offer ends soon. Tax and service fees, blackout dates, and other restrictions may apply.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio.
ZipRecruiter. Imagine this, you and your love hand in hand watching the sunset from a tropical balcony or dancing under the stars on a luxury cruise. That's the magic waiting for you this summer at International Diamond Center. It's the Summer of Romance event, now for a limited time. Make any jewelry purchase over $3,500 and pack your bags for a free romantic getaway on us. Buy that perfect engagement ring or anniversary gift and let IDC buy the honeymoon or escape you'll never forget. Here's how it works. Spend $3,500 and get a 3-day, 2-night romantic hotel getaway plus a $100 Visa card and choose from over 15 dreamy sites. Spend $5,000 on her jewelry and sail away on a 3- or 4-night luxury cruise for 2, or choose a 7-night condo resort stay. Go all in at $10,000 and enjoy a 5-day, 4-night stay at an upscale tropical all-inclusive resort in one of 4 breathtaking countries. At IDC, you buy the jewelry, we give you the getaway. Hurry, this limited time offer won't last. Get all the details and restrictions at shopidc.com. International Diamond Center, Altamont Springs, Waterford Lakes, and Mall at Millennia.
New SUVs are flying off the lot at RC Hill Mitsubishi. RC, what is going on there?
People are going crazy for my SUV sales event. New Outlander SUVs under 20 grand. Way below MSRP, I'm talking thousands off.
I just got a new Outlander, and it's awesome.
My Mitsubishi Outlanders are thousands less than the competition. You get all the tech, 3rd-row seating, and a lifetime warranty. Lifetime. Outlander SUVs receive the highest IIHS safety rating. And right now, get 0% financing. 0 for 72 months. Plus, I'm paying $3,000, $4,000, even $6,000 more for your trade, regardless of miles or condition.
They got me out of my trade. Thanks, RC.
And we have over 200 certified used cars and trucks. Under 20 grand, under $300 a month. At RC Hill Mitsubishi. Just 2 miles off I-4 into land. RCHill.com, that's RCHill.com.
On September the 2nd, DraftKings Game Day arrives with massive deals, exclusive deals, and an all-day celebration built for sports fans. The countdown has begun. All roads lead to Game Day. The DraftKings sports app is now live in all 50 states. That means Florida, from Texas to California, every fan is in on the excitement. One app, every sport, all 50 states. DraftKings Game Day is yours. Remember the dates, September the 2nd. DraftKings Game Day is the kickoff for a new season, a new era, and the biggest day in sports history. Get ready to celebrate. New DraftKings customers, sign up with the code WTKS, spend $5 to get $150 in rewards within 14 days. That's code WTKS. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours. Event trading offered by DraftKings Predictions. Trading involves risk of loss. Market availability varies. Eligibility restrictions apply. $50 every 7 days via click-to-claim issued in a non-withdrawable predictions dollars that expire in 1 year. Ends August 23rd. Terms DKNG.co/predictions promo. Nationwide based on sports book. Predictions and free-to-play sports contest availability. Varies by state.
Tired of spending a fortune on gas just to get to work? What if the next home you buy could save you money every single week by cutting down your commute? At WeAreBeyondTheBank.com, we share smart home buying tips like finding a home closer to work, competing with cash buyers, and becoming a stronger buyer in today's market. And here's the best part. Become a social media follower at We Are Beyond the Bank for your chance to win a $100 gas card. Follow us today and learn how to buy smarter at WeAreBeyondTheBank.com. That's WeAreBeyondTheBank.com. NMLS ID number 421593.
Look ahead with the team at TK Law to plan your family's future. Visit onefirmforlife.com.
Stay tuned to the Jim Colbert Show as we demonstrate our attitude of gratitude. Our thank you segment is sponsored by Life Imaging FLA. Now open. Call pound 250 keyword heart scan.
Our friends at TK Law want to always remind us to look ahead, so we will look ahead on Real Radio tomorrow, Thursday edition, Monsters in the Morning. We'll get you started, and they will have some great prizes, including tickets to the NASCAR race. Don't forget, got a couple races coming up at the end of this month out at Daytona, and the Monsters can put you in the seat at Daytona International Speedway. Now, when it comes time for you to look ahead for you and your family, when it comes to the world of estate planning, wills, and trusts, you can trust Ray Trenley and his team at TK Law. 2 offices, DeLand and Altamont Springs, but it's online at onefirmforlife.com.
You're listening to The Jim Colbert Show on Real Radio 104.1. It's time for a talkback purge on The Jim Colbert Show.
Jack said this was going to be a tasty one.
Hey, Colbert, Kurt.
Strike
I
one.
already cracked my beer.
Yeah.
Sorry. I got excited.
You in the rain, dude?
They're talking about heat advisories right now in Rockledge. It is 97 degrees with a real feel of 112.
Oh.
It is brutal.
Okay, I work outside a lot, and I can tell you the hydration sports drinks. What you need to look for: Gatorade Zero, Powerade Zero.
Yeah, a bunch of people
Liquid
said that.
IV, the first thing on there is pure cane sugar. And the glucose does open your cells up and hydrate you faster, but you don't want that sugar. Even Liquid IV makes a sugar-free formulation. What you want is the potassium, the sodium, the electrolytes. Just go for anything that says zero or sugar-free.
Let me try that. Yeah, the sports drinks may be a savior.
Good morning, Jimbo.
What's up, buddy?
And crew. So, I'm today years old. Are you supposed to keep, like, canola oil and, like, all the stuff you bake with in the fridge?
No, dude.
Can you not just leave it out on the counter? Wow.
No,
I've been doing life wrong.
No. If you cook a turkey in it first, yes.
Yeah,
but then you don't want to bake cakes with that.
Yeah, the oil in the fridge is because I'm going to use it to fry a turkey
Right.
again.
And you've already had a turkey in there, but your normal oil that you use for everything else, just keep right there in the pantry like you always do. Like at the store.
Jim, hey Jack, hey Deborah. Quick thought, man. I think the best comedic option for people that are involved with politics was Robin Williams said, give them all NASCAR patches, just for every Pfizer or oil company. So, just give them patches so we know who we're voting for and
That's
what
right.
mega money we are. Love the show.
What up, JCS crew?
What up, buddy?
Just a random thought while you're talking about grocery stores, but who remembers the old Albertsons wooden revolving table? Instead of a belt, You know,
Yeah.
you put your
We
groceries
did this
on there and just go round and around until it got full. They're just random thoughts. I thought that was so cool when I was a kid in the 80s.
It's your boy Hector here, y'all. Now, the worst experience I had on the 10 or below express lane, there was a woman with 2 kids. As soon as the cashier finished scanning all the items, the last item, she was like, oh, you know there's a buy one, get one free, right? So she asked one of her kids, or she told one of her kids to go to the aisle and get that damn item and then bring it back over here.
Oh,
and I'm
no.
like sitting there waiting.
While
like,
you
bruh,
wait. Oh,
You serious right now?
yeah. I hate that, dude. I'm with you.
Last one.
Hey guys, hey, how does Donald Trump snore when he sleeps?
I don't know. Why? Yeah.
Hey, this is Don. Hey Ross, great to see you on Sunday. Can't wait for the movie to come out. Talk to you later.
Thanks,
Bye, man.
dude. Thanks, dude.
That's your purge.
Yeah, there you go. Good job, buddy. These are all the talkbacks that don't make the cut for the day, so we put them in the purge. Deb, what are we doing for you? Heard it here first.
It's time for You Heard It Here First on The Jim Colbert Show.
Well, unfortunately, a group of 4 friends from South Florida was among the 7 who died after a helicopter crash today in northern Kenya.
Oh.
Yeah, according to relatives and colleagues of the victims, a State Department spokesperson said the U.S. Embassy is in touch with local authorities and is providing consular assistance. The cause of the sightseeing crash hasn't yet been determined. Kenya's Civil Aviation Authority said that 7 people total were on board the helicopter. One of the victims, Jose Suarez, who grew up in Coral Gables, was the president and general manager of the Telemundo-owned stations here in Orlando,
No way.
Tampa, and Fort Myers.
Wow.
He was only 55 years old.
Wow,
And
man.
the oldest out of the group of friends. They were just,
Crazy. I read the story this morning.
Yeah,
but
it's just-
I just read the headline. I didn't read the body of it.
yeah, so
Unbelievable.
it is. Also unbelievable, after dozens of sloths died that were headed to the failed attraction Sloth World, the Orange County Sheriff's Office said its investigation found no evidence of criminal activity.
Yeah, the laws weren't written for him, unfortunately,
They
right?
weren't. Yeah, the sheriff's office released an investigative report today. Investigators cited disease, malnutrition, and transportation stress in the deaths of the sloths. In total, 55 sloths died after being imported from Guyana and Peru. Wow. And then one texter at 77031 got it right, but for those who don't know, Grand Theft Auto 6 is serving as a tool for at least one U.S. Army unit to encourage soldiers to reenlist.
Oh, really?
A unit in Georgia
No.
is offering some active duty soldiers a 4-day pass to play the year's most anticipated video game when it's released in November. According to the division, the offer is available to soldiers who reenlist for a minimum of 2 years between now and November 14th.
Well, that's pretty creative from the Army.
A statement to Variety says the idea is, quote, to have a unique incentives program that connects to what soldiers are interested in, end quote.
I bet it works.
Oh, I bet you it will work.
I bet it works. Think about it. If you're already thinking about going back in.
But if you're not, you could get out and then just play it for 400 straight days.
But Jack, not have the pride of serving for the U.S. military, my man.
Or the paycheck.
Yeah, that's right. Or the
Exactly.
guaranteed paycheck or health care.
Or benefits and all that other stuff.
Absolutely.
So either way, you heard it here first on the Jim Colbert
Thank you,
Show.
Deborah. Appreciate that very much.
Sure.
By the way, it was the Carnival Cruise Line. If you remember, I brought the topic back where you couldn't wear camouflage in the Bahamas.
Right.
That's where that came from. That was on that sign. That's where I got that topic. But it also says this. Remember, you can't wear camouflage here. Also, there are strict laws on cannabis or drugs and precise all aboard times. And it was only for Carnival people.
I remember the weed part.
Yeah. I laughed.
Somebody texted us and said, Carnival, the Aldi of cruise lines.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Deb, who do we have to thank
Stop
today?
taking shots at Aldi.
We want to thank Kenny Tallier and Little Bit from the Pet Alliance, Orlando Sentinel columnist Scott Maxwell, just in case you missed Animal House or Scott's Call. Both of the podcasts have already been posted to the Jim Colbert Show. Also want to thank Joel Warren from Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. And last but never least, Sam Bowen, Candace Rich, and Alicia Badass Bullware for running our YouTube chat.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate that as always. Jackson, question of the day.
Did you vote in yesterday's Florida primary?
70% say yes.
What? Do you remember what they
know.
expected yesterday?
Yeah, but we're asking our audience.
Yeah.
We're not asking for the general.
Yeah. 74% said no.
Oh, really? Yeah,
It's 26% yes,
which
but
was what they were expecting.
Yeah,
That's what they
primaries
were
are always a
expecting.
low turnout.
Yeah.
Except in Tallahassee, up in
Yeah.
Leon County, they had 39% of their voters turn out.
Crazy. That's awesome.
That is crazy.
Yeah, very good. All right, coming up tomorrow, Ross is back with us. We'll have Chloe G in to find out what's happening in town this weekend. Glenn will join us for Colbert Court, plus your calls, texts, and talkbacks. All the fun stuff coming up tomorrow right there at 3 o'clock. On behalf of Deb and Jack, I am Jim. We follow the news show key. They follow the monsters in the morning. After us, it's Tom and Dan with the corporate time. It is good sauce. And, of course, it is real laughs with our friends. And we'll see you tomorrow at 3 for more of the Jim Colbert Show. Until then, have yourself a fantastic Wednesday evening.
And go put some hump in your day. Bye.
But I still love you.
If you missed any part of today's show, check out the Jim Colbert Show on demand. And for highlighted feature segments, listen to the Jim Colbert Show The Goods. Both are available for free on the iHeartRadio app.
A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan is coming up next on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
It's going to be tough eastbound on I-4 heading towards Lake Monroe. There's a crash at State Road 46, blocking 2 left lanes. Traffic's backed up all the way through Lake Mary. Keep right to avoid any delays. We got emergency crews on scene working on an accident there. Scattered showers just rolled into the area as well, so you might run into some rainy conditions as well. See traffic troubles? Call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477.